Brother.
Yeah. Yeah. He's back!
Oh, that's me. I'm the one who's back. I'm the one who knocks.
You sit down. You sit down. Bro! You cannot touch. Shut the fuck up. You cannot look. You cannot look. Fucking happy. You cannot touch.
Yeah.
You can't, brother. You cannot touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 1 second, honey. Jacking off those right now? Is there anyone jacking off those right now? Not a big deal. Thank you.
Brother. Something's in here. Cannot combine. They call her friend. They can't touch her. Something's in here.
Hey, welcome to the show. What do they call her?
They call her Chris.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, folks. The Poorly Played stream is here.
Chris.
We are here. We are so happy to be bringing you Bryan, King Lord Abou Chacra.
What's up? Filling
He's
up
back,
the frames.
back in the New York groove.
Oh yeah, look at this. Follow
He's
me
back
here
in
everywhere
the New
you
York
can.
groove.
At King Lord Bryan. Back in the PPS studio.
Dude, it's so good to have you here, back in the action.
On a Wednesday.
The Poorly Played stream, Lazy Boy Lounge, is in action with the wheel. The IRL Twitch chat is feeling you. I was here, Brian, last week solo, and I was trying to make sure we stayed up on YouTube. We stayed up on Twitch. I was checking the Twitch chat. Everything seemed to be going good. We had a good show.
Yeah.
But I noticed how hard it was, how much I need you here.
You say that every time I go.
How
It's so flattering.
how hard it is to do the show without you. You
Yeah.
really bring so. I just wanted you to know how much
I
I
miss
notice
doing it.
you being. I love that you do take some time
Yeah.
to yourself, of course.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Brian was away on a side mission, a side
Bachelor
off,
party. Yeah, that's right. I was on a... Dude, I
bachelor
literally...
party side
I
off.
passed by a literal, like, Outer Haven...
Oh, oil rig?
Kind of. Like
Like a
there was
mother
a
base?
mansion being made in Florida, in Miami. And
Ooh,
right
Matata.
outside
Ooh,
of it,
Miami.
out of the water, was like their own outer heaven.
Whoa.
Where they built a structure to live in.
Octagonally?
It wasn't octagonal,
Oh, okay.
but it was
if only.
literally a mother base style setup for them to live while their billion-dollar mansion or whatever
Mhm.
is being made. And it was insane to see that. I'm like, that's fucking mother base.
That's out there in the middle of the
Shit's-
water.
That shit's out there.
Temporary-
There's so much crazy money in Miami. So much
Is
crazy
it the
money.
drugs coming in, the cocaine?
I don't. It must be. It must
Is it the
be
cartels?
something.
What's
I
the
don't
where's
know.
the money come from,
I
Brian?
really don't. Tourism, cartels.
Is
I
it the
don't know.
tips? You can tip us.
Yeah, you can.
Thank
certainly
you.
can. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, that was good. Got a lot of sun. Went on a cruise. First cruise I've ever been on.
Yeah. I was so bummed I couldn't come. I was all.
Yeah, you were invited.
I was set to come. I was going to go. I checked all into it.
Yeah.
Call the travel. This is one of those things where you got to call a travel agent to
Yeah, it was
kind of
kinda
like
silly,
get
but-
on board with. But
It was worth it.
I looked at everything and then it was like, oh man, like this is PAX weekend. I already didn't go to PAX East. Like I have to go to PAX. Like I'm not gonna be able
Yeah.
to make it. I'm so sorry. Then if you've been watching the PPS in the last 2 weeks, you've kept up with Trisha's dad and the stories that I've been telling
Jesus,
about
man.
his stroke and stuff, and the Chuck dates we've been giving everyone.
You sit down.
Sit down for your Chuck date.
That's right, motherfucker.
But Chuck's doing well, still on the road to recovery, still doing his PT.
Shouts out, Chuck.
But yeah, I would have lost
Oh,
all the money because
man.
I don't think it was refundable, the cruise.
At that point, no.
No, because I would have been, when it happened, Trish called me on Friday. We were doing the podcast and I jetted out of there when I
Yeah.
got 3 calls in a row.
Yeah.
I would have been where? In
In
the airport in Miami? Like we would have been
maybe,
landing?
or in the boat. You might have been like, depending on what time of day it
Goddamn.
was. I think we ported out on Friday.
That would have been, and then I'd have to get a flight home.
So yeah, I mean, depending, and you would have been on the boat because it would have.
What if it all happens for a reason,
If it
Brian?
happened in the evening, you would have already been
Marker
gone.
placed.
You know, because we would have gotten on the ship at like we were on there by
Yeah.
noon, and then it's off, it's gone,
Ugh.
and then you're out to sea.
What if it all happens for a reason?
I think it
Marker
did,
placed.
man. I think you being home was good, and like the people I invited, I said the same thing to you. The people who I invited were like, hey, I don't expect everyone to make it, but I want you to know that you're one of the people that I want to have that invitation.
Sure.
So like it's not like you're one of those people who during the one time I'm going to do a bachelor party in my life that we're going to have. I would consider you to be there. So if you make it, you make it. If you don't,
Yeah.
you don't. And that's. And
I'm
then-
surprised you had a crew of 9
We
heads.
had a crew, and we ended up.
That's
and
a
that's what I was
lot.
going to say. We ended up with a crew of 9, and I feel like it shook out right. There are a couple of people I wished, like you and
Yeah.
Eric
Oh,
would
I
have
wish.
been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, because I just enjoy having you guys around. But I'll hang out with you when I get home. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
We don't need to go. We don't need to go across the country and on a cruise.
Fly
ship
to
hang out.
Miami and then.
Yeah. Plus, I'd be drunk and it wouldn't be as nearly as fun. I mean, who knows?
Who knows? Who
but-
knows?
But I think it ended up shaking out right for what we ended up having. And again, 9 people is a lot, but we corralled us pretty well.
Yeah. Everyone kind of went through and ate together and joined up
Yeah.
together and did events together.
Yeah, a lot
There's
of
all
it.
kinds of stuff to do on the boat,
Yeah, a
right?
lot of it was just like fucking hanging out. Just fucking, you get a chair and you go in the pool, or you sit at the chair and you come around and you just order drinks. They come around, you order drinks, and you know, like,
Yeah.
we got the drink package and had, you know, up to $14 for whatever drink, or it's like included, which is a
Okay.
lot.
So that there's like a package that you can
Yeah.
kind of. I remember, yeah, the travel agent told me there's like tiers for this. I was like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to be drinking.
No.
So
it was nuts.
give me the lowest tier.
It was nuts. It was great.
Well, I'm sure glad you had a fun time.
Yeah.
I'm even more excited for the wedding that I actually get to attend
Ooh,
coming
yeah.
up here soon.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's when is that?
That's very soon.
It's coming up very soon. Yeah.
So I'm going to be making up
17 days.
for the partying I missed out on in 17 days.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
So last week I played a little bit of this Armored Core game. It felt great in my hands. It's funny, like I remember the memes of like, this is how you play the game, like controller upside down, right? Like this is the Armored Core grip, the cursed Armored Core grip. But I don't know. I don't like. I think like when this game was coming out, I saw all those memes again. Oh yeah, the control style of these games is always so hard, and I was just like, oh. Yeah, it was kind of like going along with the herd, you know? You ever do
Yeah.
that? And then I realized, like, playing this last week, I don't know. It's not as hard as I think the memes make it out to be. This game is...
Nah, I bet not.
I think it can get complex depending on, like, your weapon layout. But I feel like if you just wait for shit to cool down, keep moving around the different weapons, like, don't, like... you know, focus in on one because of the cooldown focus on like using all four at the same like rotation, you know.
Right.
I don't know, I feel like this game is pretty simple. Now I have some parts I could sell. I don't really need to yet. Basically I wanted to buy something for the expansion slot that I have nothing in, Brian,
Right.
but I don't have any I don't see anything in the parts shop here.
No shield or blade.
Nothing
or
for
something?
expansion. It's generator, FCS, booster, legs, but they don't have expansion stuff. So maybe that's shit I just gotta like earn.
Yeah.
But I already boosted up my booster. I've got the better booster. We can't afford legs, nor do I like need like legs and arms. I mean, it makes load limits go up. It adds fucking weight. The one thing I don't mind. Oh, I have basically I have the launchers on left and right shoulders because the lock-on missiles seem to be the most effective. The only thing I would like to go is, yeah, on the right side I got the dual, and on the left side I got the single, but I should save up and buy the dual for the other side too. Have dual launchers. They would fire 8 instead of 4 at a time.
Nice.
Starter AK or whatever is fine. Like I said, I already boosted, I think, the Jenny. Let's just sortie out and earn some money.
Hell yeah, man. This looks like my kind of game.
Fun
I
stuff.
I still haven't checked it out, but I'm waiting for the price drop.
We're going to destroy some transport helicopters. Speaking of the price points, I think the big news, PlayStation 5 Pro
Yeah.
announced at $700. I did the Dr. Evil thing, Brian.
$1 million.
You do. Now put your pinky up.
Scott, you fucking idiot.
Now, that's a lot of do-re-mi for no disk drive. That's all I gotta say. If it came with a disk drive and, I don't know, what's it, shit looks better? What's the deal?
Yeah, I guess it can compute more or something. It's got like...
It's gonna be like faster in performance
Yeah.
mode then for me, or what?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. I feel like if you don't have a PS5, great one to get. If you do have a PS5...
Makes me wanna... Yeah,
wait.
sorry. Makes me wanna wait. Makes me wanna go buy a new PS5 with a disk drive and just leave it in the box.
Huh.
Because, like, what's up with, like, even the PS5 Pro doesn't come with a fucking drive? You gotta buy that extra?
I mean, ultimately for me, that affects me on about 10 games.
Yeah, you're not like.
I'll be glad to rebuy those digital. I really do not care about physical anymore. But then that begs the question:
got
of,
you, bro.
Is the console even now?
That's what they want, bro.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've realized that Sony is going the model of iPhone. You know, there is the Premier model.
Well, I got a problem with that too.
I know, right? There's the Premier model that has the best specs, the best ability, and does not stutter. And that's the PS5 Pro, right? You know, that's
True.
It's going to come out next year or whenever. Otherwise, the, you know, everybody model is still the PS5, and everything's going to run pretty well with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I would pay $1,000 for?
Yeah.
I would pay $1,000 now, and I would wait for a year to even get the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'd put the pre-order down.
Yeah.
And Rocco came up with this concept. A K in Sony's pocket if the PS4 Pro just played every Sony disc from your library. Bro! How sick would that be, dude? Just
Yeah.
like the Xbox Series X.
It would. I think that'd be cool.
If there was a Sony PlayStation 5 Pro, first of all, it had a disc drive, and it was like, look, put in everything, even PS3 games, it'll fucking play them.
Yeah.
99% of the library. There's always going to be those one that's like, look, this game don't work. I remember, what was it? There was like a list of like 10 or 12 games that didn't work on the Series X when that came out. But whatever. Pretty good. Man, I would be so into a product like that.
I think
As a consumer, I would want that.
I think definitely selling it just on visuals, and I said this on KLDR. Selling it just on visuals is not enough anymore.
Yeah.
The jump from PS4 to PS4 Pro gave us HDR, gave us technological advancements to how we saw games. Checkerboard 4K, gave us better frame rates and shit like that.
Like, I don't have a TV that does 120 hertz refresh rate anyway, so
yeah, right?
I don't really need that in the PS5. And what the PS5 already does that. It's just the software that dictates.
And so that's kind of where I'm sitting. It's like
Yeah.
the only other thing I can see it doing is being able to compute with with Pisser or whatever it's called.
Pisser?
The fucking PS,
PS5 Pro?
whatever it's called, PSSR, the technology they're going to use to help render game graphics and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure that's coming to the PS5 also. You know, like, maybe it won't be as efficient or whatever, but I'm sure that it's going to do a lot more than we realize. And, again, like, not everybody has a TV that's over 60 inches. Most of them barely have HDR, let alone 4K. Most people also don't give a fuck about 4K gaming on the console side. So, you know, upscale 1080 or 2K is good for most people.
I mean, really? Yeah.
For me, I just feel like...
I'm already doing shit in 4K.
Yeah.
With the PS5.
I feel like 4K in gaming on a large TV does look good, especially 4K 60, but I've also never really felt I haven't felt that, like, man, I need it type of situation.
Cool choice if you don't have a PS5 yet, and it's like, oh, now I'll
Yeah.
get the Pro model.
Yeah.
But, like, man, if you already own a Core 5, no reason to upgrade. But I've
Yeah.
kind of looked at that in the same way. Like, I never got the OLED Switch.
Me
I
neither.
still don't have it. You know,
Me neither.
I don't need it.
I don't. And again, for the same reason.
I play that thing docked most of the time.
Yeah, and it just kind of feels like an unnecessary upgrade for me.
Yeah.
Maybe down the line, if they do a Costco bundle or whatever, you know, and then I can sell mine. I'll always, you know, try to play that system.
I always look
but I'm
at
not
it.
rushing out to get one day one.
I look at it as if, like, you know, maybe mine breaks or something starts going wrong on it, and then it's like, I'll buy a new one. Even something replaceable like the battery, it's like, oh, that's an excuse to get the new one.
Exactly. Like, if something happens or there comes a sale, because I'm always going to want the best on the market,
Ow.
but I'm also not rushing out to get this just for 4K 60. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, no.
I really am not, and I don't feel like I really care that much about graphics. I just want the games to be fun. And like it used to be a selling point for me, like which game has the best graphics. Really doesn't matter to me as much as it used to.
You know, I don't play the games for graphics necessarily, and we're at that point where a lot of people are talking about this too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, graphical improvements haven't made leaps and bounds, you know, since 2019. Really, everything's kind of looked the same, is what I hear.
Yep.
A lot of people agreeing with me. Ooh. Didn't pay attention to this.
Nope.
This one's got a little bit more involved. Let's restart the mission from the checkpoint, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no checkpoint? Well, let's restart from the beginning, baby.
Well, you're fine.
You sit down.
Okay, Sean. Fuck.
Jeez.
God, that's what it sounds like, I guess. You know, being one of his kids.
Commence mission.
But yeah, I mean, again, I'm glad it's available. Everybody knew it was coming. For me, it also means that Nintendo's probably coming out with a new console next year. So I'm looking forward to that, honestly, more than anything. That's a day one.
The new
purchase
Nintendo
for me.
console?
Yeah, that's always a day one purchase for me.
You
I saw my original Switch.
You think? Yeah, I do too. I always
Day
get
one.
I get day one consoles. Especially with Sony, it seems like it's just always they detract from the console when they put out the Slims.
Exactly.
When they put out
They
you know,
always-
the PS3 with less features.
They minus the initial scope.
First
of the,
Sony
of the
product
hardware.
always the best. I will say, except for maybe like PSVR 2, like that's where it's like okay, it's very much better the second time around now.
Well, that's improving the technology.
And
now,
it's almost
you
like
know
an
what I mean?
accessory. It's not a console itself. It's
Exactly.
technically an accessory.
Even though it's like fucking $500.
It costs as much as the damn console.
If they had more, I mean, the fact that it's gonna now have that, compatibility with PC through the newly released dongle.
Yeah, I heard
like,
about that.
That makes it something I might actually buy sooner rather than I would have. I've enjoyed the fuck out of my MetaQuest.
You're using that a lot?
I haven't been using it a lot,
Look
but
at
I
this
enjoyed
dumbass.
the fuck out of it.
Look at this
It-
stupid
it-
motherfucker.
I used to think VR wouldn't work until they were able to take away
the cord.
sickness.
Yeah.
And the cord.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
cord. You're 100% right. The MetaQuest does not have a cord.
That's what's.
And-
I'm really like excited to try that. My brother-in-law has one too, and he's like, "Come over."
I'll bring it in next week.
Okay, I gotta try the fucking thing.
But dude, really, the other part is the motion sickness
Hello,
is
boy.
greatly improved, especially in PSVR 2. PSVR 2, like when I played Resident Evil, for the little bit that I played Resident Evil 8
Yeah.
on PSVR,
I still.
absolutely stunned by how well it ran.
I get really hot and
Yeah.
nauseous though after like an hour still.
yeah.
I just no matter what, you know, I put a fan like right under me. I just seem to still get a little, but that's enough. Like I only need an hour in the thing, and then I'll take a little break and put it on. You know.
So I think again the main thing that PS5 Pro is going to service is the VR sector.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's
it's
what
gonna
it did,
really improve the performance of that. You think?
which is what it did for PS4.
I remember that.
You know,
Yeah, I
so
remember that.
So for me, it's nice that it's there, but the way I was even thinking about this before the system came out. Like the reason why games are still released as PS4 games, that's the base Sony experience. That's your iPhone 13
Okay.
of this generation. For those who want to go through that, or your Galaxy Note 10. You know, it's the one that everybody can get, and it's not that hard. It does everything. It's not the greatest, but the only thing you're really missing out on more than anything is like loading times and like speed, like that kind of convenience. That's PS4 or the PS4 Pro. Then you have the current gen, which is the PS5. This is everything that it can do. You know,
Sure.
No drawbacks, no nothing. The system doesn't stutter. It's running as it should, and it's the number one feature. Now with the Pro, it's again just like the phone. Here's the new technology. You can still get by with the PS4, because really, ultimately, like it's on the developer to make the DualSense shit part of their ecosystem, and Sony needs to urge their developers to do that more because it's a missed opportunity when they don't. Because when you have it with games like Astrobot, you're like, so what the fuck, man? Why aren't you implementing this?
Yeah, we are seeing really weird decisions. Oh man, I gotta be more focused on this boss. We're seeing these weird decisions and these excuses with the Sony price and the you know what they're saying about Astrobot 2 is like really weird. Like, we don't have these characters like Nintendo. It's like, what are you talking about? They were just in that game.
I mean, you know, Nintendo has 30-something years of characters.
Sure.
And they do. They have a lot of characters.
But Sony
they may
does,
not solely own the right to them
Sony
anymore,
does too, man. They just like, I think they've been focused on the wrong stuff lately.
I think that with PS4, they kind of returned to what made them a brand to play, which is they had their own brands, you know? They had Uncharted, and this is why people kind of got
That
annoyed.
2 for 1 there? That was great.
They doubled down with Naughty Dog. They doubled down with Insomniac. Like, they signed on, you know, brands that made Sony be on the map, rather than letting them get away. And I think they treated it very interestingly, compared to how, like, Xbox did it, where they just bought up studios.
Yeah.
They really kind of, like, were more careful with who they signed on. And I feel like, you know, there's always missteps, but I feel like Sony's got some great brands under its name now.
They've had like great mascot-like characters that are first-party Sony games. Like, maybe they haven't had games in a while, but that's all the more reason to bring those characters back.
Yeah.
Make some good new games from those classic franchises, like Nintendo does, and harvest your local or your like own IPs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a problem, man. A lot of companies, they just license. That's everything they do is licensing.
Yep.
That was the big thing with IDW, man. They got in trouble. The comic book company?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they licensed all the Hasbro properties. G.I. Joe, My Little Ponies, fucking He-Man, all the Turtles was even like,
yeah,
you know, not technically their IP. It's Eastman still, but they didn't have any of their own IPs.
That's right. So when those licenses all,
it's like, yeah, you know, I think like they had a few. Like I don't even know. Was Lock and Key like truly theirs?
I don't know.
I think it might have been.
Walking Dead was theirs, right?
No, that was they wish. Image, or was it Image? I can't remember now.
I thought it was them, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, definitely not IDW. They wouldn't be fucking where they are right now.
Yeah, that might be Dark Horse. Skybound under Image. There you go.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I got a heal. I got 2 repair kits remaining. Okay, sneak up on this fucking big ass mech. Where was he? He was out here. I'm gonna remember not to use my fucking burner too much. Oh fuck, getting hit.
Uh-oh.
Where is that?
Do you have a heal?
Yeah, we got 2 health kits left.
Okay.
But I'm just seeing like where am I? I'm taking damage from these little piss ants.
Fuck them up.
And I realized too, like, you have a limited amount of rockets.
Yeah.
So also, what you spend is gonna be deducted from your take, as far as like money earned. And that, like, if I blow rockets you know, just for fun and miss all of them, it's like, oh, that was kind of pointless.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I have 4 loaded in each shoulder of 120 on the left, 132 on the right. But like, if I save those for the boss and I like if I use them sparingly, I'll actually like make more money at the end of the mission. Because I'm pretty sure this ammo for just the main hand cannon here is cheaper.
Yeah. It doesn't cost as much, or it's like negligible.
But I got 4 missions. Oh wait, I didn't mean to hit that. I was gonna say I have like 4 mechs all at once. I'll hit them with a rocket every now and then. Okay, so this big mech is here. Woofa!
I don't like Big Mac.
He's like a spider mech. It's like once the game knows I target him is when he shoots me. See that?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm using a health. Okay, better to go in quick, and let's hit him.
What's up,
Sword.
bitch?
Where'd he go? Oh, I think I passed him. Yeah, I totally did. All right, well, while we're here, we're going to beat up your helicopters, because this is the mission objective.
Yeah, beat him up.
Fly across the map before you can get to me. Where is he? No. Whoa. Okay.
Watch out, he's got his blade.
We can play blades. Two can play at this blade. I mean game. Oh, where'd he go? I was gonna give him that
Behind you.
slice. No, he's still here. That's the block. Mission complete? Oh, I don't even have to. I just had to blow up the helicopters.
Nice.
Ooh, so I could avoid that fight and save all that ammo or whatever and just earn that 87 grand. Okay, that's all we did.
Bro!
That's all we needed to do.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Made it through.
how's the chat doing? Wrecking Rod, good to see you.
Yeah, we got Rodrigo chilling here.
Thanks for the subscribe, Cliffy.
What's up, Cliffle?
Cliffle.
A what now in my business?
Hey, the way your hound's been.
About my proposal.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Working your hound just as hard as any other red gun.
Man, I got a red right arm.
Withdrawn.
Last week I was like, I'm gonna make myself like Big Boss. I'm gonna make the mech like my Chacra, mother with the red right hand. But then I was just thinking of the song Red Right Hand. Big Boss has a left hand that's red.
Oh, that's right.
Or Venom does, I should say.
Yeah, that's true. Shit.
Earth Crisis actor Killian CU. Good to see y'all. Thanks for joining us
How y'all doing
on
today?
the Twitch. YouTube and the Twitch seems to be staying up. Walter's my handler, apparently.
How you like that?
That logo, his avatar, looks like I don't know, like it would be like something CM Punk related, like the tape on the hand,
Yeah, with the
right?
wrap.
the wrist wrap.
Look at my eyes, what do you see?
It's clobbering time!
You don't give a fuck about this dance, bro!
Got the personality.
Guys, we're gonna check in with you in just a second here. I see we've got our first caller, but I want to check the chat out. We're gonna get to you, John, in the flesh.
Like Mussolini.
Good to see you, the other one.
Bro!
Are y'all enjoying your September 11th? I know September 11th can muster up these feelings. What are you moaning for? Right?
I'm having fun with the chat.
It can muster up feelings of
can.
terror.
Yeah.
You know, but that, you know, we're pretty far away from 2001. Maybe some good things have happened on 9/11.
Uh-huh. Lots of good things have happened on 9/11.
I had a great sandwich today. I mean, that's something to celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to hear. Yo, Randy Rose had Killer DLS had a amazing 9/11.
It's just a
Good to
day.
hear. Good to hear.
Patriot Day, according to the Padres.
That's a way to think of it. Rephrase
Yeah.
it, baby.
Yeah, Patriot Day, dude.
Put a spin on it.
There you go.
Okay, well now, do you think we should take our call, Brian?
I guess.
We'll see what John's doing.
I guess we could take calls in the Discord.
The wheel's in play. We're here playing with ourselves. I've got my controller in hand. We're not ready for our first break, but one may come.
John.
John, how you doing, John?
Hello?
Hey,
Can you hear
how
me?
the heck?
What's up?
How are you, John?
How the hell are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Long time watcher, first time listener.
Oh, thank you. Look how much comb I have, guys. I've got
Excuse me?
180 comb.
Oh.
187 187,000 comb, excuse me.
Nice.
Damn, man. Look at all that comb. I'm about to spend it. Now, Jonathan,
Coax that comb out.
long time watcher. We're gonna coax a new weapon on my back. But now, are you an Armored Core player or just a PPS viewer, or a little of both?
Well, I got Armored Core like first day. I had to return it because I tried for like 2 hours and I just could not get into it. But I did love what it was trying to go for.
Yeah. So wait, you can do that? You can like buy a game and then return it if you don't like it?
On Steam.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Oh,
PC gaming
right,
master
right,
race
right.
right here, brother.
You sit down.
That's
Not bad.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
Steam supremacy.
Have you gotten it since?
Wait, rebought it? No.
No.
I did like it because I loved Elden Ring, and that was my first FromSoft game. So, like a lot of people, I tried Armored Core, and it wasn't my thing, but I liked what it was going for.
Sure. Good to hear it. Yeah, I played the old one, so I really clicked with this this new one. As far as like starting it up last week, and then I was just thinking about like, man, what should I play today? And it was like, just dying to get back into that. I got Astrobot sitting here, fucking, of course, stupid me, Brian, paid full price. You always say, never pay full price.
That's right. Don't pay full price.
What did I fucking do?
Full price, and now it's sitting on the shelf again like a putz, like a fucking dummy.
Sitting here, gonna be sealed for another 18 months, like this one was until last week when I opened it. I digress. Now, I know that's not why you called in, John. We're here for you. Anything you're interested in chatting with us about? I know 64X was just announced.
That is true. That is true. I'll be watching that.
Could be
I was
true.
wondering, since it's September, there's a big event happening September besides 64 Expo and other events. Megalopolis. Are you guys gonna see that?
The Francis Ford Coppola flick.
Oh yeah.
Well, Aubrey Plaza's in it, so you goddamn right I'm gonna see it.
Hey
Maybe.
guys,
I might.
I'm
this is George,
a bit of a
pervert.
for her. You know what I'm saying, dog?
I'm seeing that in
I have
IMAX.
asthma.
Yeah, I just heard Aubrey Plaza on Howard Stern today, and it was a funny interview.
When is it not?
She's always great on talk shows, right?
She's great.
The
everywhere.
clips I've seen of her are fantastic.
Yep. Those eyes, man.
Those eyes. Do. Yeah, I think we are going to check out Megalopolis. I know Brian,
Yeah, I'll probably check it out.
he's a fan, but you might wait till that's a streaming.
Yeah.
It's going to be long. That's what I hear, right? Or is that just a rumor?
It's a rumor.
So I think it's like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I
that's not that bad.
I kind of dig it.
I don't mind that.
Can you
For
dig
Coppola, it's not that bad.
Now, are you looking forward to it? It sounds like you may be.
Well, it's a different type of film. Bad reviews, but it still could be good.
Yeah.
It was filmed in my city, Atlanta. So
Oh, it was Atlanta.
Nah.
It's,
what isn't these
It's got to
days?
be the most expensive indie film to date, right? It's got to be.
yeah, he sold his vineyard, I think, for
That's
it.
Holy
crazy.
shit.
I mean, he's getting old. This is something that you got to kind of realize when you reframe your life at the end of your days, which Francis Ford Coppola is entering the end of his days. You kind of realize, I can't take it all with me. I still have these goals. How do I achieve them? You start sacrificing the things that you know, like, okay, well, I don't need these. Brian is just fucking dying. Did I say end of days?
So fucking happy.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
fuck,
you did,
bro.
and all I could think of is this movie.
This is not a Ford Coppola movie, but we watched it right before Sean got married, so.
I'll never forget walking in there and being like, "What are you guys doing?" We're watching End of Days, and I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, but we got to go to the. I mean, it's like the wedding. It starts ceremony in 30 seconds. Yeah,
Sit
hold
down,
on.
Sean.
It's almost over. The
Sit
just
down.
wait till the credits.
Sit down.
I gotta see that.
But Ford Coppola, yeah, it's got to like go like, all right, I'm gonna do my last big old shebang. Spend as much of my money. I can't take it with me. My kids are all fucking brats and nepo babies.
I know.
They don't deserve it. Let me burn through as much cash as I can. Sell the vineyard.
Sell it all.
Sell it all. Jake
wait.
Gyllenhaal doesn't need the vineyard. He can live in Hollywood. Isn't Jake Gyllenhaal related to him too?
Something might be his like nephew.
An uncle and nephew or something. It's crazy.
Nick Cage is.
I know
Crazy. Nick
for
Cage.
sure,
Yeah, Nick Cage. Woo! I love Nick Cage.
Yeah, man. He was in the Batman or did the cameo.
Say-
No one cared.
Say what? He was in Longlegs. What was the Batman thing?
No, the
Oh,
Flash. The Flash verse.
Oh yeah,
Did
that right.
cameo.
That right. I forgot about the Nick
Fighting
Cage
Spider.
cameo in Flash.
I didn't even watch it. I just knew he was in it.
Yeah, that was a bad segment of CG
Yeah.
fucking madness.
Yeah.
Madness. But yeah, knowing nothing, I'll go see it. But what do you know about it, John?
I try not to see anything about
Okay.
it before, because if I'm looking forward to it, I want to go as blind as I can.
For real, dude. I'm with
I've
you.
only
I'm
seen the
with you.
first trailer.
too.
So
Well,
Yeah.
So I mean, you said like you're kind of looking forward to it, but maybe not so much. Is that because you said it was a different type of movie? But what do you mean by that?
well, so he doesn't have a lot of feedback because he is the
Okay.
one funding it.
He's
And,
insulated,
he
right?
needs
Everyone's
lot
a
of
yes
stuff.
man if you do it that way.
Basically.
No one's pushing back against maybe your wacky ideas. yeah.
That's why it's controversial in some ways, from what I heard.
Okay, I understand that.
It doesn't follow the normal structure.
I get that then.
I'm okay with that though.
That's the auteur's dream, especially towards the end of your life.
Yeah, you just want to make the movies you want to make.
Speaking of, I think we get good stuff sometimes. If you think about Eyes Wide Shut, it's the final film of Stanley Kubrick and
Arguably my favorite.
arguably one of the best, and surrounded with a myriad of conspiracy now that
People hate it.
it was right in the middle of production that he passed.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
But people, even during production, were like, the old man's lost his fucking mind.
I remember.
And he's making this fucking porno that's
No,
3
dude.
hours long and no one, whatever. But I
It's
remember
so
when it came out, people were saying that shit about
good.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
I remember watching that over
I'll
and
watch that
over.
porno any day, dude.
Yeah. I mean, so at first I wanted to see, all the fucking scenes. I was in, 8th grade or something, 7th grade when that movie came out, maybe 9th grade. So there was that. But then it got on HBO. And
Yeah.
it would be on,
I
every other week.
I think I was in like 10th or 11th grade. And at that time, I was
Yeah.
in Film is Lit for English credits.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, I'm getting extra credit for seeing like fucking films and breaking down narratives and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So all the stuff I wanted to study was like, Lucas, Ford Coppola.
Yeah. Fucking old school, horror movies, Event Horizon, Mouth of Madness.
I wasn't even
I was
into
watching
those.
that shit,
I wasn't
too.
even into those directors yet. I didn't get into those until I was like reading Rue Morgue magazine in my 20s. But
Oh, yeah?
but
That's sick.
in high school it was like Tarantino. It was the famous one, Spielberg,
Yeah.
Lucas, obviously. So it's like for my Film is Lit thing, I did a THX 1138 thing. But I remember for a Ford Coppola thing, who also produced THX 1138. I forget which one I watched, but then also, for extra credit. You could do stuff like, I remember, what was that movie that was about Nick Cage and Ving Rhames were ambulance drivers? Bring Out Your Dead.
Oh, yeah, Bring Out the Dead.
That's like a not so well talked about
Isn't it
Scorsese,
Yeah.
Scorsese movie, but I went and saw that in theaters for extra credit in that Film is Lit class.
Nice.
It was around that time, and around that time Eyes Wide Shut was coming out, and I was like understanding film narrative and learning about these things in high school.
That's
So I was taking it very seriously. But then I was also very turned on by Nicole Kidman's
on.
topless scenes.
Come
I'm getting
on.
horny now just
Like,
thinking about it.
I mean, how do you not?
That whole movie. But I mean,
So, and the last line of the movie. So what do we do now?
we go home. We fuck. It's great. I love it. I mean, again, the movie is just about this experience that these people go through. And I remember watching it and not getting what I was experiencing, but just loving being in these harrowing scenes with
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, where
He's scared and
he's scared,
confused.
or he's paranoid, or something feels, upon him. The music, the way it kicks in, the way it supports the movie, and everything about it. I'm like, this is what Kubrick does. This is a different kind of horror movie, and if you don't like how you feel watching it, it's intentional. It's 100% intentional. It's so much fun. That's why it's one of my
when I
favorites.
first saw it, I didn't like it first viewing, but after a second or third viewing,
Oh, we lost you, John.
Uh-oh. John?
Damn.
Oh,
He's talking
sorry.
about-
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
After
Yeah,
your
yeah,
second
yeah.
or third viewing?
Of
you were
Eyes Wide
saying?
Shut?
Yeah. It's a great film, and it's, in my opinion, very different than his other films in some ways.
Sure.
Mhm.
But you said after the second or third viewing is where you actually appreciated it, or even allowed yourself to realize, like, oh, I like this movie.
I appreciated it, and I loved it. Especially Tom Cruise in it.
Okay,
he's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
He's really good. He was on top of the world at that time, too. Like, you gotta understand, Mission
Definitely.
Impossible, then, Magnolia, then this, the guy could fucking do no wrong.
The guy
Yeah.
can
And
still.
boy, did we learn.
He,
Yeah.
what did we learn?
He's a fucking weird dude.
Yeah. I love Katie Holmes!
Not
Cool
anymore.
stunt at
I'm in
least.
love with Katie! I'm not what you all assume me to be!
Yeah.
A Scientologist? Well, no, he is a
He
Scientologist.
was weird.
Bro, yeah, I don't know.
It was fucking bizarre.
I can get over it. There was a while where I was like, yo, he's acting so fucking wackadoo
Yeah.
that it made me think, like, yo, is everyone in Hollywood this nuts? And then, like, that kind of shed light on a whole new thing, too.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, for a while there, I was like, yo, I don't know if I like Homie's movies. But then that Live, Die, Repeat or whatever he acted his ass off in that thing with Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I remember
What's that
that.
thing?
Movie.
What was the real name of the movie? It wasn't Live, Die, Repeat. It was called something else. What the fucking... Anyway.
Wasn't it Live, Die, Repeat?
They marketed it that way because I don't know if they liked the name. Edge of Tomorrow. Thank you, Wreck-It
I was
Rod.
going to say a day to remember.
He kicks ass in that movie. And I watched, a bunch of the Mission Impossibles when we were on tour, and it was like, wow, I never saw these because I had that bug up
Yeah.
my ass about him being a weirdo Scientologist cult member. And then I thought, like, I should give more of him a shot. I watched the latest one. That's
Yeah.
like part one. It's the second one's not out yet.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There-
I mean, I
there's
like him in the movie.
He is good. My mom was in love with him growing up. So
Huh.
my whole childhood it was like Top Gun, Days of Thunder. I mean, we had all the VHS tapes. Every Top Gun movie. Or I'm sorry, every Tom Cruise movie. Legend. Which I was a
Nice.
big fan of Legend. Outlaw, or what was the one where he was Pony Boy? What was it? Outcasts?
Oh, yeah.
Risky Business.
Yeah, Risky
Risky
Business 2,
Business.
fucking Rain Man. I mean, all the above.
Bartender or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, Cocktail.
Cocktail.
There was one where he played pool.
Outsiders.
was that called?
Yeah, that was a sequel to The Hustler, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is, he's
good.
He's
He's
a
just,
great actor for a cult member.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he's
To each
interesting.
his own.
that's how it be.
Hey, and that's what I love about being in America, man.
Yeah, dude.
You could be in a cult and it's all fucking good, bro.
God bless the USA.
Utah formed a whole goddamn state around the cults over there, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. America
Great.
and the ability to practice your own, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, the IRS recognizes it, so.
My United States of whatever.
That's the beauty of these cults, man. They don't have to fucking pay taxes. They get in like the Catholics back in the Dizzy. Scientologists, they fought harder than fucking shit for that, and they got it back in like 2000 and... Can you look that up? I think it was only like 2006 or something. They finally got whatever that status is, tax-free, baby.
I'm so fucking happy.
The Church of Scientology is now tax exempt in the United States. That was granted the IRS in 1993.
Okay.
No. They're using a exemption that was created in 1993. I think they finally got this to like be recognized. No, I guess it was 1993.
Huh.
Damn, it's been that long? I thought that happened more recently. That's the fucking goal, bro. Could you imagine not having to pay
know.
you're a business, right?
I know.
But
That'd
you
be
don't
great.
have to pay any taxes. That's fucking brilliant.
Give me
Dream.
that. Give me that.
Then you can buy radio stations, television stations. You don't have to turn a profit because you don't have to pay taxes.
It's true.
I've tried to start a cult, guys. One of these days, we're going to get the Mega Six Tafarians all together in
It'll
one
get
spot.
off the ground, man.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Internet soldiers.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you for your call. Any parting words for us before we
course.
let you go?
Could I ask for a wheel spin?
Oh, you definitely can.
Oh,
We're going to
yeah.
put your name down, John.
Woo!
We got you 1 tick out of 2 for the wheel spin tonight. Thank
Here
you
we
so
go.
much, John.
Thank you, John.
Sure
Peace
to
out.
love you. We'll see you next time.
Love to hear from people. Love to hear from John.
I'm just going on an old mission to earn some cash.
Yeah.
An old sortie, as they call them.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Station 61.
Do it right.
Yeah, bro, tax exempt status. I'm dealing with the fucking, it's not the IRS, it's the franchise tax board. So it's the state taxes.
Yeah. FTB, baby.
They keep hitting me up going, oh, we didn't get your 2021. And it's like, well, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I paid it. That
filed
was
it.
4 fucking years ago.
We've got to read
Well, yeah,
Now's the time.
send us a copy. And it's like, you know what a pain in the ass that is? I dug all my shit out. Now I gotta make fucking copies.
That's bullshit.
Then I gotta fucking pay to like send a giant ass envelope to your ass and then hope that you accept. Because also they're like, if you don't send it by, I don't know, whatever date they gave me, they're like, this is what you're gonna owe. And it's like, this is like $400 more than what I paid when I did my taxes.
Yeah.
Like, you're wrong. You know, they're always gonna be wrong
Of course.
when they do their math.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking
$400.
government math. Well, also, I already fucking paid it 4 years ago.
Exactly.
I have all the paperwork and shit, but
That's what I mean.
It's just such a pain in the ass that I don't need right now.
I know. Like with all this shit going
Oh
on.
my god, dude. Today I was trying to fix my truck. You know, my truck's been fucking down for like a week and a half too.
I remember you telling me some shit before we left.
Oh, really? Like the AC wasn't working? Is that what?
AC wasn't working.
That's what I told you?
The engine wouldn't start one day, but then it
Oh, no.
started.
Oh, where the fuck did that come from?
Behind you, Abe.
You motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think it was this problem, because this problem all just kind of happened at once, but
Yeah.
I was driving home from work and it was like, oh, the AC kind of like, it's blowing, but it's just air.
Yeah.
It's like not cold. And then I went to the heater and I was like, oh, the heater isn't blowing cold either. Or hot, I should say.
Yeah.
That kind of gave me some concern too. And then, all right, didn't think anything of it. Later that night, I drove Trish to go see a movie. We were trying to get our mind off of shit. Movie night. I think we went and saw Beetlejuice. Maybe
cool.
something. No, it was something before that. It was Blink Twice. Which was
Ooh.
good. I'm about to diz eye. Blink Twice was good. But on the way home, I'm driving up the hill to my house, and it's like fucking red line, dude. I've never seen the engine that hot.
No.
And I just went like, oh fuck, this is not so good. Okay, got it parked though. Like at least I was home. 'Cause I was like a block away when I realized like, oh,
Shit.
it's like really hot. And then I go look under there, and I can see like steam coming out of the reserve coolant tank. I dare not open the fucking radiator, but I can see the reserve radiator tank has like steam bubbling out of it, and I had just topped it off, and all the fluid's gone. And I look under, and the whole bottom of the crankcase is like dripping wet.
No.
Then I give it a little taste. Let me see this drip. Oh, it's sweet. It's
coolant.
fucking coolant. Oh.
Shit. Okay.
So the water pump Most likely is the problem. But today was the first day in like a week I've had time to actually work on it.
Shit.
And I got the fan and the fan housing off the radiator.
Yeah.
Now I can get in there, and I took the serpentine belt out, and I can access the bolts to pull the water pump off. So I'm going to take the pump off and bring it in with me, just in case. Half the time I go buy a part, they're like, oh, there's a core charge. You got to bring it back and get the other $50 off.
Yeah, good call. I mean, you got to remove it anyway.
So I'm just going to bring it in, and then I can see side by side, like, yes, this is the right part.
Shit, dude.
It's great. I got so lucky buying a second vehicle, like, right before this happened.
I was going to say, I remember you telling me that, and when I pulled up today, I noticed...
The Jeep?
I noticed, yeah, that was here, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen him... use that unless it's for like just taking it out to keep the battery good.
Yeah, because that was, like I bought, I got a really good price from a family member.
Yeah.
On an older Jeep. It's older than my truck, but it's in better shape with lower mileage.
Dude.
Bro.
What perfect timing.
Oh, can't dodge that. Oh, I got to remember there's the Dodge. Woofa. The Dodge is this way. This will be good. This will train me on how to fight.
Yeah.
A little better.
So yeah, it's good you got that just beforehand.
But now I'm realizing what a fucking gas hog this V8 engine is, dude. I have a V4. The fucking Tacoma is a 4-cylinder. Trisha's got a 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Her Nissan Rogue. This thing's a V8, and it's great. The pickup on the freeway and everything is like, oh, I've never had this in a vehicle. Well, back in the Bronco I did.
Yeah.
But like the Bronco, I'm fucking eating a quarter tank a day.
Oh,
because dude, I'm driving to fucking Chula Vista sometime. Well, that first week Chuck was in the ER. I was driving to Chula Vista like maybe twice a day sometimes because I was going and picking up her, then dealing with a dog back home, and then going back for her. And it was a mess. So I was eating through so much gas in this Jeep. I really have to get the truck fixed soon because I can't afford to keep driving the V8 around town.
Hopefully it's just the water pump, man.
It's got to be. That truck, and I know, like, as hard and intimidating as this fix is for me, I am so confident in being able to just watch 2 YouTube videos and get it done.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm really never stumped with this truck. I will keep this fucking thing forever, and I will just keep throwing parts at it. And if the engine ever totally dies, I'll put a fucking crate engine in it. Or I'll go to the junkyard and buy a new one.
Hey, that's what we did with mine. I basically have a new engine in my car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a refurbed engine, and it was just easier to do that than it was to rebuild whatever part of the assembly broke. So yeah, got it for like less than $1,200. My dad installed it, just dropped it in.
Dropped it in brand new. It was a Toyota engine, right?
Yep, just like exactly the same engine as yours.
I will say, yeah, that Toyota shit is built to last.
Yeah.
I've never had any issues.
Nope.
Last repair kit.
I have a feeling I need to change the transmission fluid pretty soon because it's about to hit 200K.
Okay. You know what? I should probably do that. I've never done a transmission flush.
Yeah. I might just take it to a fucking Midas.
A couple times they've told me, like, yo, your CV boots are ripped, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's a little rubber boot that covers the CV joint.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna go another fucking 10,000 miles.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a Toyota.
It's a Toyota, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Not worried.
You want $1,000 to replace them?
No thanks.
Go fuck off.
Oh,
I have that Tacoma's so beat now though because like people see, oh, it's kind of a shitty work truck. They don't care about the door dings as much because I've noticed as it's gotten older, it gets door dinged way more now that it kind of looks shitty.
Oh yeah,
because the sun is peeling the paint.
Yeah.
It just gives it a shitty work truck vibe, and then I think people just don't give a fuck about hitting the hell out of the side
I think
of it.
it also just has so many now, you just see them all.
They're accumulating.
Yeah.
So, and also I care a little less about it. Like
Me too.
all my TPS sensors, right, for the tires, have kind of stopped working. So I just put a little piece of black tape over the light so I don't see it on the dash.
Yeah, mine is permanently on.
So the way my fucking head lines up with my dash, I just put a little square of electrical tape right over that. If I like go to the side, you know, I can see that the light's on, but normally the little tape covers it. Perfect.
I love it, dude.
I'm sure when I get like my tires replaced, the guy looks at that and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. He knows.
Okay.
I mean, those
got
ones
93 grand
are,
again.
those are common on our model car.
Oh. I do declare. Destroy the tester armor core. That's the one we just did for 93. What's up with the extra rewards based on the number of enemies destroyed? Oh, so if we do replay missions, we can earn S through, maybe it's triple S through D. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, the one thing I might have to fix is also the temperature sensor. Because I revved that engine up to fucking red line, I might have burnt up the temp sensor. I read on one forum. We'll see. I'm not going to do that until I need to. Like I said, this project can take a little at a time now. There's no rush to get the... I mean, other than I'm just paying too much on gas with this Jeep. And I missed just driving the fucking truck around. You know?
Yeah.
My daily driver is like... It just doesn't have the same vibe.
Keep building your rep.
But I'm fucking lucky to be in the situation where it's like, okay,
Yeah, you had a car.
this is
ready
the
to go.
first time in my life I've ever had a secondary vehicle.
Yeah.
There are times where I've had to ride a bike to work because it was like, well, my shit's done for a little while.
Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport.
We just did this one, but let's earn some more cash flow and do it even better. I'm going to maintain the high ground, too.
We're under attack. It's a corporate merc.
Oh, they already saw me, did they?
Keep them off the supply.
I think so.
Yeah, oh, they're already radioing in. I'll let those fly. Let those fly.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down. Keep at it, 621.
Couple rockets from the chest. Just, you know, I don't want to waste too much money, but we'll use a little bit of them. Countering the enemy here. Oh, volleys. Okay, remember the dodge. That's how I'm going to miss. That's how I'm going to, yeah, miss those next volley of shots. And remember, they come in 2 at a time like that. It's good to know.
Hostile AC.
Here comes the first volley.
Our supply.
Second volley.
Our comrades on the
And this guy has a shield, so we're going to get rid of that. Give him a rocket or two to the face. Oh, it's too close to him. Locked on. There we are. Oop. Second one's here, coming in for the kill. Boom. Didn't even need the sword.
Nice, dude.
Okay, who's up?
This kind of reminds me of
Oh, missed it.
the Rogue Squadron game.
Oh, really?
A little bit. Just watching it. You got a health kit.
Thank you.
corporation.
Oh, yeah.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
They're done, so... Okay. I wonder what the bonus is, like, if you get an S rank. I'm obviously not gonna do that.
We're no match for an
One
enemy.
down. Give me the next one.
The squirrel is with us.
Looks like they've got a Baus tetrapod.
Okay, gonna lock. Oops.
It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Couple
Hell
missiles. Okay, but last time we didn't kill that mech. This time, did we kill the mech and then take out the choppers?
Sure. Try a different strategy. Can you save scrub?
No, and there's no replays. I got 2 repair
Shit.
kits. Yeah, there's no when you do single missions like this, there's no like save point. Let me see if he'll spot me just blowing these up first off. And I'll leave one, and then if I'm about to die, I'll go blow up the last one and end the mission. He's not onto me yet, it doesn't look like. I haven't quite targeted that one yet. I'm just walking through the wreckage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's over there. Now he sees me.
I see.
Okay. Let's go in close. I'll take him out with the sword.
Shouting.
Looks
I come straight from the grounds of Shaolin.
For this job, 621. Return to base.
Okay. Oh, wait. Now I ended the mission. Never mind. I forgot I was not supposed to blow up all 4.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing.
I was going to try it. We'll still get the money. 87
Yeah,
grand.
that's
fine.
all that matters.
You're earning that cash, baby.
Let that cash rain on your ass.
Let's see if we got another Discord caller. Oh, we do. Tanner.
Tanner, welcome in, Tanner.
Tanner,
How
how's
are
it
you?
going?
Hey, it's going great. How are you guys?
Doing
Good,
well on a
good.
hot Wednesday night. Actually,
Actually, it cooled down. dude.
finally. It's like 10 degrees cooler
Finally
than it was.
turned off the fucking AC today.
It was. I don't know where you
Woo!
calling in from, Tanner. We might not be ones to complain.
I'm calling in from Oregon.
Okay.
All right, so you have a nice temperate, mild climate, I'd say, in Oregon. Except you probably
Yeah.
get a little snow in the winter, but it was 100 plus every day last week.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say.
For like 10 days.
Oh fuck. Just miserable. I've got the AC on, just killing my electric bill
Jesus.
all day, and I couldn't get the living room cooler than I want to say it was 89 degrees.
Jesus.
It's like 90 indoors. And that's at night. Like it didn't cool off
Oof.
at night.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with this new place. We got the central. I can set it to like 77, and it doesn't just run 24/7. It'll run when it's needed, and it does a pretty good job of keeping the place cool. But yeah, this morning finally opened up all the windows and I was able to get a fresh breeze. I don't like having the AC running. I like to have the windows and like sliding doors open if I can. But yeah,
I'm with you.
Tanner, how's your Wednesday night? What is the purpose of your call?
So yeah, I'm kind of like John. It's like I've never called in to the PPS.
Hell
and,
yeah!
I'm glad you have today. This is a first.
this is a first.
That's
Welcome
great.
in, dude.
That's great.
Glad you decided to break that seal.
We had the cinema talk, and now I kind of want to have the little music talk. I just
Of
want to know
course.
kind of what your favorite albums of this year so far, if any, are, or if any favorite musical discoveries, even if they're from past years that you've discovered this year.
For sure. These were the questions you remember in the late stages of the Gaming Cult podcast, Brian, there would always be the question format of like new album recommendation.
yeah.
And I would always dread it because I'd be there recording going, "Oh, I fucking
Yeah. If
I don't
you
have
write some
anything."
Shit down, then it's like fuck.
and I'm still you as soon as you said that too, I started dreading. I was like,
pervert.
"Oh, I was like, you pervert." No. But I was like, "No. Oh, fuck, Tanner, I haven't listened to like anything new." My brother-in-law and Johnny have actually recommended this new hardcore album that I really got to listen to from Knocked Loose.
Oh yeah, they're turning with Slipknot.
There's another. I'm transforming because I can't think of anything. I mean, do you have anything? Because I just like have not listened to any new music.
Hey,
man.
I got into a lot of. I got back into pop music this year.
Okay. Well, now I mean Chappelle Roan has hit the scene.
Yeah. There's that. There's you got Sabrina Carpenter with their new album, Short and Sweet. Paris Hilton just put out a new album. I don't know if it's going to be the greatest album, but she did just put it out. Let's see what else is on my little list here of albums that I listen to.
Yeah, is there some new shit? I
I was really happy with
Ash
Sabrina
Nico
Carpenter.
and her new album Demi Devil.
JPEG Mafia put out an album, but they
real?
always put out like at least one, if not two albums per year.
Oh, for real? For real?
Yeah. Adarashi Gakko put out an album. I got into that band that toured with Jay's group, Habibi, a little bit.
Habibi. Oh yeah, they were good.
I ended up like listening to a couple of their albums.
Beautiful music.
Yeah, and it was like the perfect kind of like fuzzy rock, kind of music I was looking
Good
for.
vibe.
Yeah. Really fun to go out and see a lot of different bands. But yeah, for me, I think it's probably Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be like my breakout artist this year.
That's the one. I think like even the one live concert I went to was Queens of the Stone Age
Yeah.
this year, and I had not known the last two albums of their work. It's like, man, I kind of like loved Like Clockwork.
Yeah.
That album, the 2015 Queens of the Stone Age album, Like Clockwork, that was the first new music I had really gotten into in like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And it's like the last, because I haven't gotten into an album as much as that since. I've definitely listened to some new stuff, but nothing kind of jumps out. What do you recommend, Tanner? Anything? Like
what do you got?
I gotta listen to that new Knocked Loose album. Me and Johnny got a car ride coming up. I might listen to that on our way to go see Hatebreed
Oh,
in
nice.
October.
Yeah, I would absolutely second Knocked Loose.
What's the name of that new album?
Oh man, I can't remember right now.
Does it have a red
but
cover?
it has like the burning thing on the cover.
I want to make sure. Yeah, is it like a red burning thing? Because that's the one I'm supposed
It's called
to
You
listen.
Won't. No, it's not burning. It's just
Oh.
a illuminating cross. It's called You Won't Go Before You're Supposed to.
Okay.
By Knocked Loose. And that's the one that came out this year?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta check that shit out. I'm gonna add that to my. How do you add? I got Trisha's YouTube music. Am I allowed to say that? Oops.
Yeah.
Can I use that? We just can't listen to the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, this is a band I've been trying to get into for a while, but I just never put it on. It's 28 minutes, so yeah.
What, the album?
Yeah,
Okay.
for Knock Loose. I mean, I think it's a great. It'll always make me think about the phrase you told me, Garrett, whenever I hear it. So that's one, a great name for a band. And then two, I just think that's on its own. It's pretty. It can evoke a lot of images in your head. So I do like. I do like the sound of it.
That album cover is wild.
Yeah.
A cross on a lawn is just an evocative image.
Yeah.
It's not a burning cross.
Nope.
It's like a neon cross. And there's like a little alien figure like standing there.
Yeah.
But an illuminated cross on a lawn might as well be a burning cross on a lawn. It's just that's some imagery.
Yep.
But that's music, baby.
It's a good name.
That's the shocking edge that rock and roll has always had with its audience.
Yeah, it does. I love that about it.
We talked about that like when Sean had me on Record Club, and it's like, oh, let me tell you why the band's named Joy Division. And his jaw hit the floor. He's like, no, why? Do you know about that?
Oh.
This is one that I don't think a lot of people know. So I could say it
Never questioned
on
it.
the PPS as well. Right? It's just like you hear those two words meaning totally something made up, right? That's just the band's name, Joy
Yeah,
Division.
Exactly.
No, it's a thing from World War II.
Oh.
The Nazis used this term. It's translation from whatever the German words are, Joy Division. You know, the World War II terms, there's tons of them. You have, like, Kristallnacht. And, there's these terms of, like, these horrible, atrocious things the Nazis did. No other group has these, like, coined phrases where you hear of, like, oh, yeah, the Night of Shattered Glass. Like, that's the fucking, those fucking Nazis.
Sounds like fucking Game of Thrones
And
shit.
the Nazis also have this one, Joy Division, which was in the concentration camps. The women were separated, not for procreation, of course,
Right.
because that was vastly against their ethics. But the division of certain people in the camps for just sex. With the soldiers. And that was a program, and it's just like, why the fuck did they name the band that? Like, no wonder they had neo-Nazis coming to shows, and they had, like, problems in the early days.
God.
With, like, skinheads coming, like, yeah, well, you named your band Joy Division.
Jesus.
But it's like,
That makes so much sense.
that's
now.
that early punk, this is post-punk, but that thing of, like, the Ramones wearing swastikas.
Yeah.
And, like, the Sex Pistols doing it, and everyone putting that, like, shock thing, like, hey, we're going to take this back, and we're going to change it.
I love it.
If you think about it, it has been changed, because you hear those words, Joy Division, you never think of that
thank
heinous
God.
program that was being enacted.
No, I think of the great band.
You think of just, Ian having an affair and committing suicide.
Yeah.
That great band that went on to become New Order, which is a happy...
I'm getting horny now just thinking about it.
Yeah, their music's great.
Yeah.
It all ends well, Tanner.
Don't you like it, Tanner?
I think there's an argument to be made. New Order Substance album of the year every year.
Sure, maybe that's the last new album. Because that's the thing. Is like I don't really get into a lot of new music.
Yeah.
I keep there's so much to go back and listen to.
Oh, I know.
So I keep finding ways that the spider web tangles outward and goes back in time, and I don't really spend a lot of time listening to like newly released stuff, you know, outside of like stuff my friends are doing, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's cool. Like as you get older, music comes at you from different ways, you know.
Speaking of,
and that's always the fun part.
Speaking of, thank you, Tanner, so much for your call. Before we let you go, do you have anything? Because I'm gonna load up a little City Life. Because the new music that I listen to is from those Creeps and Razor Nights, baby. Brian said it.
Aldous, I've been internet soldier since like the 2000s.
Oh, shouts out.
You guys have been amazing year after year after year. Like KLBR, Go Home Show, Big Dogs, all this stuff.
Wow.
I've just been a fan for so long, and I always can't wait to see what you guys have around the corner. So thank you for years of entertainment.
I love it, bro. Thank you, Tanner.
Appreciate you calling in, Tanner.
Enjoying the live broadcast.
All right, we'll be right back. Here's a little
My ass hurts.
City Life while I get another cup of Joe.
Me too, bitches.
Hi, yes. Do you deal with runaway children and the prevention of it?
Yes, we do. What's going on?
Okay, my son, you know, we grounded him, and he didn't run away yet.
You have me on your speakerphone.
No, I don't, ma'am.
Okay.
Now he's talking about running away. We heard him on the phone with Daryl and Billy. I don't know, what should we do to prevent this? Because we grounded him, okay? And, you know, it's not wrong to ground. Do you think that is?
Okay, so basically your son is thinking about running away. You overheard him telling someone over the phone?
Yeah, Billy Arkinson, that's his friend. You know, he comes over the place, and we heard him on the phone, and that kid, I don't know what he's putting in our son's mind. What it is, Billy. He goes fishing a lot, and we told him he couldn't fish for the next month until his grades came up, and he's been fishing and putting the fish in his room in the closet. And, you know, naturally, all the salmon he catches, they're going to stink up the place. So we found him, and now we've grounded him. And he's talking about running away. Now, he's only 13, so what do you think we should do? I mean, because the salmon it gives off a smell. It's terrible. My husband had to put all new woodwork in. You know, that salmon stinks. So what do you think we should do?
Or what do you think you should do? I mean, it sounds really
I
bothering.
think being grounded is a damn good excuse. I mean, I don't believe in hitting him. Although, if he gets out of line, he's going to get a little smack in his rear end.
Okay. And you said it that your husband,
He doesn't beat him at all.
really?
He doesn't do anything, my husband. He just, he had to put a whole new woodwork in and spray the place down just because, the fish. Naturally, wouldn't you think fish would stink like that?
Most definitely. I mean, it sounds like it would.
What do you think we should do to him? I mean, I thought about going on a talk show. Nah, I don't know. Maybe he would bring the fish there.
Kind of strange, because your voice kind of sound like a male.
Hi, am I on the air? A male?
Yep. Are you male or female?
Yes, I happen to be Destro, and this is Cobra Commander.
Destro, you idiot! Get out of here!
Destro. Skeletor, you made me do some coke.
Destro, you idiot! It's great. Brandon DiCamillo loves all those cartoons that I grew up with.
Me too.
He-Man, G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
I think if there were more iconic voices in Rainbow Bright,
He-Man,
maybe there'd be a Rainbow Bright fucking prank call series.
Oh, dude, Rainbow Bright was my shit back in the
Yo, you know why? Because there was a girl, man, even at that age, I fell hard, and I fell head over heels for her, and she was into Rainbow Bright, so of course it was like, yo,
I
that's
just thought
my
it was
shit,
a cool
dude.
show, man.
Yeah, bro. Taught
like
you
the
about
glamour.
pollution and
Love the glamour.
Those fucking lefties, even back then, screaming about global warming,
Fucking goddamn progressives.
the pollution and the smog.
Parading around as liberals.
I don't remember any of the like
Fucking-
character names or anything. Like the bad guy.
Oh,
was,
yeah, no.
he was like a smog guy. Like he had a big.
Pollution, yeah. It was like Negaduck.
It was like Captain Planet, but for babies. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You guys remember Negaduck?
No.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, he was like the negative. This
Yeah.
is my current loadout now that we got the dual launchers on the back.
They literally just palette swapped him.
We got the sword. Yeah, that's funny. I got the red arm, like I'm saying, and we went with the normal mech. But I'm thinking I should change, because wasn't Big Boss's color scheme like?
It's like yellow and black, right?
Nah, it was like gunmetal.
Big Boss.
Gunmetal and that dark red. This
Was
is
it?
more of a green. See what I'm saying? This green here. I need like
Well, it ain't Stripe if it ain't got some green.
yeah. I see some. I see gray.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, the head does kind of appear to be.
It's like one of the fucking droids from.
I don't really
Star Wars.
understand. Oh, I guess these are all like sub colors: military, dark, light.
It is September.
User. You can really get intricate here. That's like Unit 1 shit. They knew.
Oh yeah, come on.
Light, military, dark. I want like a dark. But then I wish I could go like, yo, make entire body this color, like that
I'm
one.
sure you can.
That one's the dark color set. Confirm back help. Okay. Confirm. Corporate. Shit, I'm not even in the
Hell no, man.
I'm not in the corporate space.
Hell no.
I'm not in the corporate mindset right now. They're all units, entire frame. Oh, that's how I have to do it.
Yeah.
All units, entire frame.
There you
Oh,
go.
let's do-
There you go. And now it should be like one of your last picked colors
Boom,
too,
boom,
right?
boom, boom. I don't even know about that. But, ooh, that looks pretty sick. And now I changed just the red right eye hand. Actually, let's do the right one. The correct
The
one
correct hand is the left hand.
for Big Boss.
Hey.
Let's do this now. Yeah, I liked, I think I just was, I guess, over here in corporate. Which was the one I had? No, it's probably down here. Yeah, that's the one.
There you go. That looks right.
So that looks pretty good. Now I'm curious. I didn't know I could make my units a different color set.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of cool. Just make
You
all
want
the
to
weapons.
see a unit?
I'll give you a unit.
Got your unit right here.
Oh, that kind of ruins it. Keep them red. Maybe a different color red. Light is way too light. Let's see. Nah, it's a little darker. This would match the arm. Boom. But now it's like, it's not special.
No.
There's just red everywhere.
Yeah, just go with gray.
Something that accents it, though, from, like, everything is kind of gunmetal
Maybe
on
like
the
a
mech.
silver, then?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me go back to the corporate ally page here. Here's some sand. I don't really like that. The biggest place you see it is on the weapon itself. Silver, that one.
That's good.
That's the one. We did it.
Better hide.
I can't play unless the mech looks cool, guys. It's got to be cool.
I get it.
It's got to look cool. And now I've got this fucking image of a falcon. Got to change that. Now, this is where, even in the PS1, I was, like, obsessed. And I would spend hours drawing in pixel format.
That's great.
To make, like, what, like, I don't even know, at that point, what was it? Like, PS1 era? Was I doing Ava? Like, I probably made the Gods in His Heaven, like, the Nerve logo, you know, the half of a maple leaf or whatever.
Sure you did an umbrella logo.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it was, too. Definite umbrella. Now, downloaded. Where would you download them from? What the fuck?
Your butt.
No, don't say it. Decals. Where are the pre-made ones? Here we go. Wait, now, this is different. You can put decals on the actual... Oh, a cat?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
That is pretty cool.
Presets. That's like the one that they give me. But I think I need to change my logo to the cat.
Yeah,
of course.
I mean, come on.
Do I put it on the head? Custom decals. Those are the ones you can make in the image editor. That's too much. Left arm, right arm, legs. Let's put it on the left, right arms. Wow.
Put a snake on there for Big Boss.
Where do you see the snake at?
Oh, is there not one?
Nah.
I figured there would just be a default snake.
A default snake,
Yeah.
you would think. You would think. Okay, I've got the kitty cats on the arms. I can't really see them on the arms.
Kitty cat.
Boom, boom. Arms and the core. We're not going to worry about anything else. My emblem. How do I change my emblem? That's what I want to know. AC data? Can't go back any farther.
AC design, decals.
This is my only saved mech. Actually, confirm back toggle display. AC data 2. Can I save a new one? Yeah. Here's like buffed out.
Oh, okay.
Little better. This is all the new perks that we've upgraded. All right, let's just sortie on the next mission. Attack the dam complex or destroy the weaponized mining ship. One earns significantly more fucking money, but accompanied by a friendly craft, attack the Rubicon Liberation Front's dam complex and destroy all generator facilities. Let's start with the easy one. Let's destroy some generator facilities, bro.
What the fuck? Let's see it.
Got a job for you, sir.
I know you've been streaming with Eric a lot lately.
Yes.
And doing the wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Those streams have been funny as hell. That is so cool that you guys just set up the CPU to fight and like do commentary.
Yes.
That's fucking rad.
We don't even for
or like not commentary, but like that manager mode thing.
Yeah.
It's just like playing. How does that work?
You're just basically booking shows. You're trying to get good ratings on matches and simulating them and trying to make like, you know, the best setup that you can.
It's so interesting to see like, okay, who would manage the best? I know you guys have some other homies on sometimes. I've been watching those streams, and then I've also been watching a lot more GTA 5 roleplay.
Oh, yeah?
Because on TikTok, a lot of the video game streamers are GTA 5 roleplayers.
Yeah, a lot of people do RP.
So yeah, I find like cops that are just roleplaying cops or people roleplaying like gang members and shit.
Uh-huh.
I also see like crazy mods I didn't know existed for GTA 5 now.
Oh, man.
Like
on PC?
Yeah. But like some of the most interesting roleplay streamers are like these women who are roleplaying like a gang member chick in Los Santos.
Nice.
Or where's the game take place now?
Los Santos.
No, wasn't that 4 or whatever? 3? I don't remember. Anyway, they're just like hanging out with their other gang member friends, and they're all on voice chat, and they're all like, they're talking the fucking talk, bro.
Yeah.
And they've got mods to where, like, I swear to God, you can't make the character have like a big fat ass, but like this chick's got the long fucking Hachito curl nail, or not the fucking scoops, the Frito scoops nails.
Love them.
And the big ass, and like all tatted up, and like I'm like, that's not in the game. There's got to be mods for GTA 5. It just has to be. And then like other cops role playing, like busting the gang members, and they're like, yo, this guy's coming to our territory. Hey, Holmes, go get fucking call Lady E or whatever. And they're playing this other thing where like NPCs keep coming to the street corners they're at and like doing drug deals, and they keep earning money doing this. So that there's like things happening on the GTA 5 servers that I don't understand. There's like these custom.
This is what people don't get about GTA.
It's crazy now.
I mentioned this, I think,
Fool's Gone Wild mod killing me last.
It's true. It's true. Fucking crazy. No, there's just like it's a breathing world on its own in Los Santos. Like, it's not just how GTA used to be, where there's this map and it's, you know, the canvas for whatever happens with the missions. It's like, no, like, hang out in this city. We completely rebuilt it, and, you know, whatever would potentially happen in real life could potentially happen here. And like, you can have interactions with people on the street that are really surprisingly fucking like dynamic and interactive. And again, this is one of them. Like, you can even role play to that point, you know, and do it. The ability of recreation is what Rockstar has done with these games.
It really looks fun to be a roleplay streamer. It really like, I think doing it, I feel like would be very boring, but if you're streaming it that way, I don't know, I think it would add some interest to it. And like, shit happens, like essentially, like, it's not boring because people are seeking out either conflict or some resolution or whatever.
I mean, even when I do, like, you know, my online character, Weed Grandma, like, I don't play her like I would normally play a character. I play her like a maniac.
Weed Grandma's a maniac.
The marijuana grandma, you better not see her. You better see her before she sees you. That's the rule with Weed Grandma. If you're there and she's around, she's got 2 sawed-off double-barreled shotguns.
Is this your D&D character?
No, it's the character in Red Dead Online.
Oh.
When I play Red Dead Online, I always play as one character. It's one I made up a long time ago.
I haven't done Red Dead Online. Like, every once in a while, I would do GTA 5 online.
So fun. For how barren it is, it's so fun.
Remember how much we used to play GTA 5 online on the stream?
I'll still play it.
I would too. I'd get griefed hard.
Yeah.
But now these PC players are on another level. And it makes me think, like, if I really want to get into role-playing with it, you got to do it on PC.
And they've also put in ways to avoid griefing.
Sure.
So it's not as bad. But yeah, Jesus Christ. People are really helpful. I remember I was doing like a
see how I dodged that missile?
A wave
like a
raid or something like that. Some dude was super helpful with like, no, come over here. Hide here. All right. Get this.
Oh, that's
get that.
good.
You know, like super helpful dudes.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's for.
It's amazing that game is still going on strong during the entire development of 6, and now that we're actually like seeing stuff from 6, it's like, yeah, but there's so many people still playing 5. Are they gonna switch over, or will 5 keep going for a while?
It'll go for a bit,
right? I think so too.
I'm also fine with restarting the character and starting new. I'm good. I spent enough time in that map alone.
Oh yeah. I'm always down for a fresh start, especially with a Rockstar game.
Yep.
Because I've never finished one.
Yeah, these newer ones, it's definitely less about finishing the game for me. But I probably will play through the main story.
I mean, the main stories are all so good in all of them, and I really enjoy them all. I just, man, I don't know if I've ever finished one.
50%. Yeah.
Gotten closer each time I've restarted 5. Probably played 5 and 3 the most.
Yeah, I beat 3, I don't know how many.
What was the one in Los...
San Andreas was
San
the first
Andreas. I
one
might have
in
played the
Los
most.
Santos.
Yeah, I might have played San Andreas the most.
That also included San Fierro, which was the SF, and Las Venturas, which was Las Vegas.
Yeah, you could fly there.
Yeah,
You could drive. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, being able to fly there was really cool. And that's what I think they're going to do with this one. I really think it's not just going to be Florida. It's going to include Liberty City and Los Santos. I think you'll be able to go to all of those cities in this game.
2 strike. Follow it up with the second one. Where's my guy? There's my guys. I am gonna get that whenever that comes out. That's just a must. Like, I'll always play GTAs.
Yep.
What's up, guys? We look so fucking cool, don't we?
Hell yeah. Hanging out.
Oh, they dressed up like me too. Look at.
A little bit, yeah.
They wore the red colors. Freelancer.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
piece of
guys, I'm not.
garbage.
I don't have the corporate paycheck. All right.
Why don't you open your mouth? I'm gonna fucking caca in it.
Wow. Wow, guys.
I'm not even joking right
Where am I supposed to? What am I supposed to?
Just suck the barrel of my gun.
Whoa.
Talking
Whoa.
shit.
Whoa.
You want to talk shit? You're gonna taste shit.
Whoa. Whoa. What is that even? Where does that come from?
Butt.
No, not
shit from a butt.
Stop.
So what?
Talking.
I
forget what to do here. No, it's not that. Hey, it's just jump. You just jump. You just press the jump button.
When we were in LA, one of the things we went to was a Sabrina Carpenter pop-up.
Really?
Thing to promote her new album, Short and Sweet.
What is a pop-up? Is she there?
She actually did end up being there, but we were way in the back of the line, so we didn't get to meet her.
Okay.
Ended up being like a long time being in line, which is fine. I don't care about that. At that point, you're just hanging out. But the only annoying thing, and it's like it never changes, no matter from when I was a kid till now, there's always going to be somebody that rolls up and tries to like figure out what's happening.
Oh, like they see the crowd and
Yeah.
they see all the commotion and they have to make themselves a part of it.
Yeah, they got to know what's going on.
Hey,
Curiosity.
what's going on here?
Yeah, and it's always, you always know, because I've been to enough of these.
That's a lot.
Whether it's a
That's
game
a lot of code.
launch or whatever, they're not gonna fucking know what the hell you're doing.
And you're not gonna be able to describe it
Yeah.
properly. Yeah.
Nope. And so yeah, sure enough, first person rolls up. It's all these kids around us too. So it's like I tend to be the older of the people in this line.
In
So
this
all these
group.
20-year-olds who don't want to engage anybody, which is totally fine.
New message.
And yeah,
They've all got
somebody
their AirPods in.
Somebody pulls up. No, they don't. They're talking to each other. It's just the
Okay.
great part.
Well,
they
that's
just
good.
ignore them. This guy pulls up, and there's still traffic coming behind him. But, this guy pulls up, and he's like, "What's this line for?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's for Sabrina Carpenter." And of course, the blank look that you always get. And so at that point, I just get real. I'm like, honestly, if you don't know who it is from that, there's no way I'm going to explain it to you in enough time that you're going to get it. So this artist just released an album. This is a promotional event for her album. And he went, "Oh, okay."
And then left.
And drove off. He drove off. At that point, it's like, I'm just going to get to the fundamental of it. Like, you're not going to know who this is, because if you did, you'd be in line.
Right.
You're not getting out of your car either to wait at the end of this line.
Definitely.
So, of course, a few hours pass, another one rolls up. My favorite is when people ask dumb questions to just give them the exact response that they ask.
Yeah.
So this lady pulls up and just, "What is this?" "A line."
A line. Does everyone in the line laugh?
Everybody started to laugh.
A line. You're such a smart ass, dude. Did that piss her off?
Yeah, she drove away. I was gonna tell them if they pulled up to me again, I was gonna tell them we were it's for an AA meeting.
What is this?
It's for AA, and there are kids in line and shit like that. It's just gonna confuse them.
Yeah, it's confusing.
I fucking love to do that shit.
Dude. Okay.
I love fucking with
this
people.
head is the cheapest, but it seems like it has
What? Cheap head?
cheap head. Yeah, but it seems like it has the most perks. As far as part specs, it does put the weight
Perks?
up a bit. Perks?
I heard you put the perk in the ass.
No. And it dissolves?
Yeah.
It'll work. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. Should I upgrade? Ooh, upgrading the core.
Right? Evil Dude says, bro, an AA meeting with a line out the door sounds like a crisis. Exactly.
A crisis.
Exactly. And there are children in the line,
Yeah.
Because for a second, because I'm good enough at acting that I'm not going to smirk. So it'll just be like, it's an AA meeting.
Yeah. AA meeting.
And they'll have to believe me, or they'll think I'm deranged, which I'm totally fine with too.
Ooh, look at the spider legs.
It's LA.
Yeah. Well, there's more derangement going on up there than normal.
Yeah.
It's LA, as they say. I already upgraded the booster, upgrading the generator, upgrading the PCS, FCS. What does it do? Missile lock, reduces missile lock time? Okay. I mean, it's better with long range and medium range sense. I don't have a problem with missiles locking on. I do have a problem.
My missiles always lock.
Your
on.
missiles lock and fire. Yeah. I do want the generator to recharge. See, this one has less capacity, but it recharges and it recovers faster. Not that important then to me. I'm thinking more important is the body, or is it the head, Brian? Head's gonna help me with the head's cheap. I could get maybe head and arms. Let's do that. Head, we're buying it. Boom. The
Lock it in.
Cheaper head had better stats, and then arms or legs. Ooh.
I'm always into legs, honestly.
Load limit goes up. Oh, baby. But we're not overloading anyway. Arm units. That takes a hit. 24 and 19. We can afford these. These are bulky arms. I like it. They provide let's do it. Okay, so arms in the head, we got to remember to change. And Brian, I see Kristen's in the chat. Can we pull Earth Crisis Actor in?
Do we have to?
We have to. We must, Brian. Why you say it like that, Kristen? Why's it gotta be that way?
What? Say what? Like what?
Nothing.
See?
Okay.
Good to hear
All
from
right.
you.
Hi. How are y'all?
Good to hear
Hi,
from
I
you,
know.
Kristen. We're just joshing. How is it?
Oh my goodness.
How is it? We haven't spoken in a while.
Yeah. A lot's been going on for you and for me and for everyone.
I know, right? The summer is finally cooling down here in San Diego. I'm very excited. Brian's singing Michael Jackson, MJ.
Yeah, it's cool down here on the East Coast. We're sitting at 67 degrees right now at night, so that's cool. It feels nice, but it's still humid because, like, that's just Virginia. That's just
the way it
coastal
is,
Virginia
yeah.
for ya. Like an armpit. Love that shit.
It's fucking awful, man. Like, the heat in Miami, it was 10 degrees cooler than it was ever here. Like, 15 degrees cooler than it ever was,
so
like,
cool.
hot here in San Diego over the weekend, Garrett. And,
Yeah.
like, because the humidity in Florida is so high, you don't evaporate when you
Oh,
sweat.
so you just stay wet.
So you just stay fucking sweaty.
Stay glistening like
Oh
a hot dog at the 7-Eleven
dripping.
counter.
I was telling my brother, it was
Ooh.
like I did a fucking 40-minute like sprint on my bike. You know, like there were days where I had to just, you know, like have a towel around me to just wipe away the sweat.
Hate to see
you
that.
can't really do much with your hair in that weather. Like if you have hair that's like maybe naturally curly, and I'm speaking from personal experience, and you just straighten it,
don't even bother.
it's just a fool's errand.
Oh, when
Like,
you
why
hit
would
it, when you hit the outside air and it just like
Oh, you're just
immediately curls up, and it's just like fucking okay, cool. Like I spent how long trying to do this shit? All right, thanks.
I would see that shit in movies and not know what that was about.
You get out of the shower, you just shake it out, and you just let the fucking weather do what it's gonna do that day. It's the perfect day for your
I
hair
don't like
type.
my hair being wet. I'm fine for like being like a little bit like sweaty because it's like a natural state again living in this area. But
Yeah.
for some reason, it irks the fuck out of me to just have like the back of my neck like right at like the base of my hairline.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
like,
Yep.
parts of that just like kind of damp. Like
hate
I
that.
become just the most finicky little like I'm so irritated. Like I just gotta get
The
home,
number
I gotta wipe
one
this. Like,
reason
I'm
why I cut my
so-
hair. It gets too long and too hot right on the back of my
Oh
neck.
yeah, I've been there.
When I had a mohawk, it was perfect.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
those
got it
sides were
first.
shaved.
This last week was rough with all this fucking dreads back here, and
You gotta
it's
top knot that shit.
It's yeah. I was trying to just get it off my back.
How
This
heavy
last
do you think those are?
say what? How heavy?
Your hair. How heavy is your
Oh,
hair?
Fuck. I think we've weighed it before, but I mean it's a couple pounds.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 pounds.
It's not too much, but it's enough to where like okay.
Yeah.
I
Some
guess
weight.
it's strengthened my neck in a way.
Yeah.
I've got a strong ass neck. I'm neck strong.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah,
like
bro.
Roderick.
Dude, by the way, you and Johnny are going to see Hatebreed. I'm fucking jealous. That's awesome.
I am so stoked
That's gonna
that
be
Johnny
fun.
told me about this. And on a whim, I was like, well, let me just see if they're expensive. And they weren't. They were so cheap, the ticks.
Yeah? Where are
Yeah.
they
Who's
playing?
opening
They're
for them?
playing
Who
in
are they
LA
playing with?
and they're also playing in Riverside. And we just decided, like, fuck LA. Like, it's just up the 15 instead of up the 805. Let's go.
You're probably
Riverside.
better off overall. Like, you're doing the same. It's further to drive, but it's probably the same
really
amount
not.
of time, if not less,
Yeah.
because you're not dealing with LA traffic.
You're not dealing with LA traffic. Also, like, hardcore from the Inland Empire is just better.
Yeah,
so,
dude,
like,
it's
them.
maple syrup from Vermont.
Them playing in Riverside, I feel like is going to be a better vibe than the LA show because the people going to that show are the people who I think
No
love
closers,
hardcore,
man.
and I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. What I heard was the whole album "Satisfaction" is the Death of Desire is being played because that's like a anniversary. So
way.
that's what I heard. Now I don't know. Can we check
Wow.
setlist.com, Brian?
No.
You ever fuck with
I'm
that?
actually looking right now,
hate
and their
Okay,
final
I'm
tour date
exci-
for this tour
I
is in my
hate
area.
doing that.
I'm curious about this conversation. How do you feel? Because I kind of have never done it. I've never looked at setlist.com,
Hate it.
and I kind of hate it too. But I almost just did it out of curiosity.
I get why people do it, and like I get if you're like new to a band, it's a good idea because then you can be like, all right, I'm gonna prepare like 30 songs that they're probably gonna play, so I'm not out in the lurch. The worst thing to do is be at a concert and not know like a single song that person sings.
I know it is cool,
So-
or that does suck. I
So
should say.
so it is cool to have that as a resource. Now for me, I never want to know what songs are coming into it because I hate going.
It might sway me to look it up and go,
Yeah.
before I buy this ticket, let me see. Oh, they're not playing anything I like on this tour.
That's
not
good.
gonna buy the ticket. But I already bought the ticket.
Yeah,
I should just go be surprised, right?
that's how I am.
I know all their songs anyway, so
I never want to know. People will send me like, here's the projected set list for the new Iron Maiden concert, and I'm like, sick. And I never touch it. I never look at it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm
Because
on the fence
I
about
love
that
the
one.
Surprise. For instance, and I'll give you a ready example, and this is why. I knew based on what outfits, and this is what Taylor Swift does better than anybody, she changes them up.
Yeah.
She'll wear different outfits at different times or different colors, so you don't know exactly which part of the show it's at. Olivia Rodrigo, much younger, far less support than Taylor, far less clothing changes. I knew she had 4. So I knew that she wasn't done until
the 4th outfit.
Yeah, and I knew she wasn't going to play certain songs
until those outfits.
Until she was in that one outfit.
Ah.
And so for me, it's like, okay, that's a big, tell that, somebody who's really astute can pick up on. So I don't like ding them for it. But on the other hand, for my preference, I like not knowing that shit. So that I can kind of just be like, oh, are they going to play? I always like that little bit of oh, are they going to play that one song? And then when they play something out of, a surprise, you're like, oh shit. That was like Red Hot Chili Peppers didn't play Under the Bridge in San Diego because it's a song about LA.
Yeah.
They played I Could Have Lied, which is my favorite song on that album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. And I was like, I was so elated. The fact that they played that as a option was like, out of all the songs they picked, my favorite song off the album, which is probably many other people's. But
that's cool.
That's where I.
Do you ever fuck with that? Do you ever go to the playlist before the show, Kristen?
I do not. I don't.
Like
it's
us.
like spoiling your gifts on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
One of my favorite big show surprises was back in 2006, and NoFX was on tour. And it was right after I graduated high school.
Nice.
And I was super into them. My best friend, who is essentially an older brother to me, he gifted me this gigantic CD book, the old Case Logic, the big one, like a fucking Trapper Keeper almost.
I still
Full
got
of his
mine.
old CDs.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And he was just like, all right, carry the torch. And then so I was into it, and then I found out NoFX was coming, and I was like, oh shit. So they have this song called The Decline, and it's 18 minutes long, and I'm in the car with Jeff. We're going to the venue to see them, and I just said off a whim, young and just hopeful and everything. I was like, man, what if they played The Decline? Jeff was like, that never fucking happened. We get there, they play it, second song, all 18 minutes. I was
You're like, take that, Jeff.
Amazing. Even thinking about it now, it's so goofy, but I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It was awesome. And then as soon as that happened, after that song ended, Fat Mike just ended up getting fucking wasted on stage, and someone had to carry him off. It was nuts. I mean, that was back when he was a real fucking train wreck.
Still having a problem with that.
Yeah, still. Yeah.
He's better now, though, right?
Yeah, he is.
It is
he's
a pretty game.
Fully, he's not doing anything like that anymore. I think because him and his wife, that she was I think she was also co-owner of Fat Wreck with them. They got a divorce, and he's married again with his dom. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I've not really looked into the NoFX.
As in dominatrix?
Yeah, because he's very much about that.
Okay, I didn't know.
S&M Airlines, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense now. S&M Airlines was a great album, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're one of my bread and butter bands.
Okay.
When I got into everything, it was them, Bad Religion, and then Off Ivy.
We were just talking. We were working out in the back, and a new Bad Religion song came out, and it was oh man, I fucking love Bad Religion.
Yeah, back in the day, they were fucking amazing. And then I found out they put out a Christmas album, and I'm I guess that makes sense, because they do have those songs that feel they're very hymnal in a way, the structure and the harmonies and stuff. And I know Greg Graffin does it on purpose, because he's very much an atheist. It's very much tongue-in-cheek. He's a smart fucking dude. He's got what, how many fucking degrees? He's a smart dude.
I was laughing.
Have a thesaurus and a dictionary to understand it.
I was laughing my ass off because we were listening in the backyard while we were lifting weights, and it was a new song, and I was oh wow,
That's cool.
I haven't heard any new Bad Religion in a long time, and it was the cleverest name. It was The Kids Are Alt-Right, because I was this sounds like a political song. Leave it to the punks.
Yeah, no. I actually just looked up that Hatebreed tour just to see who are they touring with, whatever.
Yeah.
And like I said, their last tour date is in Norfolk. which is like at that same venue where I saw NoFX. But
dope. It wasn't that expensive. You might be able to go, Kristen.
I checked. There's no tickets for sale because it's the only one in our area. So I'm thinking all the hardcore heads from Richmond
are gonna
be coming down here because they don't have a Richmond date. So like, unless people are like selling like really close before, I will not be able to go because there's literally no. I guess people are doing like resale online now. There's like ticket sites like AXS, official resale, Quick Pass resale. But they're touring with Harm's Way. They're bringing Harm's Way, I guess, out of retirement, which is tight. Like,
it's sick how this hardcore resurgence is happening, and I'm all here for it.
I'm not surprised.
I'm excited. Like I got to see Earth Crisis with Dominic. Me and Rocco's brother went a few years ago, and that was like a reunion show.
Oh yeah.
I never thought I'd get to see Jamie Josta again, like on stage too. So it's like. It's great. Like I've
Did you not get to go see
Graf Orlock?
Yeah.
At the Shea Cafe? Yeah. That was something I never thought I'd get to go see too.
That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was a long time ago.
Fucking JPEG Mafia is going on tour, and they're also going to be in my area in October.
JPEG Mafia would be a awesome show.
Yeah, I want to go. It's just like that's the kind of show like you want to kind of like go with like a crew of people, and like I don't want to sound like that bitch, but like you think like JPEG Mafia is just like everyone knows about them, right? I don't know. People like don't really fuck with Peggy like that, and like they might be a little too weird or like a little too this, that, or whatever.
I've never known anything about them.
It's just fun shit. Like they're in the same realm as like Death Grips to me.
Okay, I really like Death Grips.
I like them more than Death Grips. I personally feel like their style is more my style, but they're also in that same vein of like wackadoo-ass rap. They fuck around heavy with Darby Allin.
Oh, really?
They did that one song that samples Arn Anderson talking about
the Glock and splattering your brains on the asphalt.
Yeah, so they're super experimental rap, which I like, but they're still fun. Like they put out fucking bops. Like some of their shit is great.
I like
and then that one
rap.
they dropped Sim the Deo was like the first one off the new album that came out, and they sample Yeah's Heads Will Roll.
Okay.
And I was like, no way, and like. It's just fun. It's good shit.
Yeah.
So like
each album's like 35 minutes. So it's like it's super digestible. It's really fun. They also did an album with Danny Brown, who's another standout hip hop artist for me, like modern day hip hop artist.
Yeah, I hear a lot about Danny Brown, but
I
really
cool
good.
Another thing I know
very
nothing
recognizable.
about.
Also, really funny podcast. Like I see clips of it all the time on TikTok and stuff, and he's just like, he pulled up fucking footage of Gothic King Cobra. He'd never.
That's
he was showing like one of his guests, King Cobra.
I know
and
more.
He's just like, you got to see this shit.
I know more Danny Brown comedy than I do music. I know his like podcast clips and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great. He's really funny.
Awesome.
Really funny guy. Yeah. Really good lyricist. Awesome flow.
Good flow.
Yeah, like came up with their own kind of like style.
Well, that's always the most unique and interesting. Rappers do have their own unique. Like look at Old Dirty Bastard, how unique his was.
I was just about to say he's giving very much that vibe. Of like
okay, hell yeah.
It's giving very much like
Lil B. I love his style.
You know, like, from the rafters, like kind of like what is this? This is different. This is new. Like.
Yeah, which is funny because you'll hear him rap from before. And you'll be like, how the fuck is this? I mean, you'll still hear him in his voice, but like, he adopted this style of rap that once he got it, I'm surprised nobody else tried to bite
his style.
Yeah. It sounds very unique and it's not annoying.
Yeah, people would absolutely like fucking tear someone apart if they try to like bite that, beat, honestly, because like it's so.
Iconic to him.
It's so interesting.
Super sharp.
And also he did a song with Nathan Barnett, like one of his dad songs.
He did?
Yeah. He's been featured a lot. He did a track with Ghostface. He's done a track with Action Bronson. He's done a whole album with JPEG Mafia, which is incredible. Don't Trust the Hose.
Never.
So fucking. It's such a good album. Or Don't Scare the Hose. Don't Scare the Hose. That song on its
I've heard that phrase. I didn't know
Can't
that
scare
was...
the hose. It's so fucking
Yeah, no,
good.
that shit, it's so, I mean, it's just so good and so different. Like, every time he comes out with something, it's just, like, always different and new. And that whole sect of hip-hop and experimental stuff is so much fun. And it bums me out. I'm so scared because I think that I might not ever be able to see Death Grips live. After the whole last prior tour debacle, like, where people, they were, like, throwing shit at Stefan.
Oh, really?
On stage. Crowd was fucking acting a fool. Like, yeah, no, it was bad.
Did he diddle a kid or some shit?
No, apparently, no. They were just being fucking dumb. It was all these kids that, like, came up in the pandemic and, like, they're of age, like, now that, like, restrictions are up and they don't know how to act at a fucking show. I don't mean to sound like a cranky old head, but it is what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
Learn,
No, you gotta be
learn some
respectful.
decorum. Like, you, like, go to the show, wow the fuck out. Because, like, you know, it's Death Grips, there's gonna be a mosh pit, it's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, just don't piss on the floor. People are pissing on floors in Philly and shit. And, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's like, I went to a show, okay, so there was a punk show that was hosted, like, Virginia Beach, we used to have, like, a punk ska scene and everything. We had, like, a few, like, you know, better punk hardcore bands. And I remember there was this one, they played underneath this overpass. It was all powered by this fucking generator. The dumbass punk running the show went up to the gas-powered generator with a cigarette dinging out of his mouth. I had to, like, bop it out of his mouth. We, quote-unquote, paid the homeless people that were under that bridge with, like, a 24 rack of Natty Light. Like, it was the most, the just
Gotta
dumbest
get the
shit.
shield.
Even there, you know what? No one pissed on the floor. The
Gotta
dirt
get the
floor
shield
and the outside underneath that fucking overpass. So, what is it, children? What is
I
it
mean,
really?
you're outside.
You gotta get taught.
You think you could piss outside? You know?
You can't.
But nobody did. Nobody did. And
You
that's
just-
the thing. It's like people were in a venue seeing Death Grips, a band that, like, you never
Pissing
know
on the
when
floor
fuck they're gonna drop
indoors.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like showing up in like those little like Poindexter caps with like the little like, you know, the fan thing on top, like little whirly.
That's
kind
kinda cool.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think that it's like a meme thing. They were like Redditors kind of like doing. I feel like I sound like such an asshole right now.
No,
I'm being
I
so
feel like
it's okay.
I've heard a lot of things about Death Grip fans.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah. I mean, that's the other
And
thing.
most of them true.
That's the other thing. You gotta remember who we're talking about here.
It's weird, like, you know, there's just certain, you know, fan bases that just fucking suck.
chronically online, and like
Yeah.
they've never really done a whole like
Yeah.
going to like a fucking cool show. Like, just be cool, guys.
cool.
Just fucking don't take it so far.
Yeah, I mean, there
Yeah,
are
and so
definitely a lot of
that's-
things that I look back on, and I'm like, yeah, if I were to see me doing it now, there's no way I would look at myself and not think I was an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, just coming into an area and taking over the entire situation with our presence is so fucking rude. But like, it's also, I like looking back at it now, it's like, oh, that's why people thought it was great, because other people don't fucking do this shit. You know, but we would go to the fair and start dancing randomly in the middle of wherever.
I don't know, like, filming
more
Faircast
different than,
stuff
like, a
never seemed
show.
like rude.
No, but I mean,
No.
like, we were always also quite aware of whether or not we were interrupting
Sometimes
something.
I would be self-conscious during a performance, like a band would be performing, and we'd all go front row when no one is dancing,
Yeah.
and then we would dance in a way that maybe that band is not expecting us to dance.
Right.
That's the only thing. I'm not saying it was bad or we're making fun of them or anything.
That's kind of what I mean.
But I would get a little self-conscious. But then again, it's like, well, yeah, no one was dancing for your band.
Yep.
But now we're all here, and that got another 10 people from the audience to come join in.
Like, I'm not heckling you. I'm
Target
dancing.
over
I'm
here.
like dancing for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting
I'm
on
just
a
dancing a
performance
little
for the
weird.
crowd. You know, and
Maybe
it
this
helps.
is how I dance.
It helps make people feel more comfortable. So it was always
Oh,
with a
absolutely.
good heart, you know. So that was the one thing that I would say. Like, we always did it with a good heart. But like, you know, like when we would have our fucking Michael Jackson gloves on inside of dark rides, like I look back at that and I'm like, you know, that was
Disneyland.
funny, and I can still justify that being funny. It's kind of a dick move for people who had never been there before. You know, that's like having your phone on in the movie theater. It's like, yeah, these fucking two guys had their fucking gloves on while we're trying to enjoy the ride, and it's so distracting. Those are those moments where I'm like, oh yeah, but you know what? I was a kid,
Those are so they're like few and far between.
and I'm
but,
not like
thinking of a
throwing
big
up at a
situation.
fucking carnival or, you know, music festival
Oh,
causing
are
a
you
ruckus.
kidding me?
And that's always
Fucking
one
missed.
thing that I try to think of. Like, you can have fun, you know, you can enjoy yourself, but don't be so fucking ridiculous that, like, you take away the attention from the reason people are there. And that's just
Yeah.
kind of what it sounds like happened for you, Chris. And that's always
Well,
a
Were
bummer.
you
it
at that
didn't
Death Grip
happen
show?
for me. No, I wasn't. See them live.
Oh, because yeah, they're not coming
apparently
back
after
now.
that, like Stefan is so like MC Ride is like so. I'm not gonna say like touchy. It's just like he deals with a lot of stuff. You know, like he's an artist, and you know, if you listen to Death Grips, then you understand like he's always got some heavy shit on his mind. So like, I'm not saying
Sure.
he's like skittish like a cat, but he's protective of himself, I guess. And so this is me just like literally armchair like diagnosing like, well, he's like this, like that, like. But also, I wouldn't want shit thrown at me either.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
was like, you know, on stage, like a water bottle, like after like I've been dealing with some shit, getting my demons out on stage. Clearly, people want to be there. They're paying for tickets. Like Death Grips is one of those bands. It's like, oh shit, they're going on
elevated.
tour. They're doing like, yeah, it's like nuts. So I don't know. It's just a bummer. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
They'll get
definitely
back
want.
together.
I would definitely want to see them. But I've heard that too. Yeah, MC Ride maybe isn't like the most stable guy.
yeah.
So
They'll
it's
get
hard.
back.
It's hard to corral the dude. But now I don't know. That's just shit I heard. You know, like the old musical rumors back in the day. What Led Zeppelin did to that girl with a shark, or what was the other singer who had to have his stomach pumped?
Oh, I have no idea.
Fuck. There were all the old rock star rumors, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know, honestly,
I
nowadays.
and now I don't believe it. It's like I've always heard like, yeah, MC Ride, dude's crazy. Like that's why, you know,
Yeah.
his lyrics are so wild. He raps so fucking hard and angrily, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, maybe he's just an artist. Maybe he's not suffering from these rumored mental
Letting
problems.
it out on stage through his performance, you know.
Sure.
God,
real.
like just
Can't
like
find these other targets.
man, I would fucking love to see them. Just like their drummer Zach, just like fucking, like he drums, like just like he does on the album. So it's like blast beats and like precision. It's insane. Like I've watched so many live videos just because I'm like I feel like it's not gonna happen. But also that one caller that was just like things that have dropped this year. Gambino is dropping his last album. Or he
Childish
dropped his last
Gambino.
album
Last?
as that character, right? So
Oh.
Childish Gambino, Donald Glover got that name from a Wu-Tang name generator online. when
That's
he
so
decided
funny.
that he wanted to rap. So he'd been going by Childish Gambino for forever. I saw him on tour years ago. I think it was like 2012. No, it was like right after Camp came out. It was awesome. Chance the Rapper opened. It was sick. So he's finally like, you know, killing off that character or whatever. Like when the movie comes out, Bando, Stone, and the what was it, Tomorrow, I think it is. But he dropped that album. It's got Lithonia on it. That video that I played on KLBR, where
Yeah.
his eyes fucking explode.
Yeah.
It's really cool because like Donald Glover is very like he loves horror adjacent shit. Like he loves horror, but he's really good at, you know, writing something that's kind of like takes you one way and then goes another. I don't know. It's awesome. But
Yeah.
that album's sick. Lots of really cool features on there. Machine Girl is going to be dropping a full album in October.
God,
October
our last
17th, I
caller
believe.
should have asked you about new music because
I
you
know,
certainly
damn.
are up to fucking date, girl. Damn.
Like, I mean, I know of
It's impressive.
some things in like a little pocket. Thank you.
I don't know shit about. I've heard of everything you've just named, but I couldn't tell you a thing about him, man. I'm just like not interested in that
mean,
genre. I don't know. I've never listened to a lot of hip hop, honestly.
That's true, yeah.
The
It's
stuff
always
that I
been
like, I
hip-hop and
really
punk
enjoy,
for
but
me.
it's like if I'm in a hip hop
Yep.
mood, it's like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna go put on like Wu-Tang, or
Yeah.
like for me, it's Gravediggers, honestly, more than Wu-Tang.
From the front.
And that shit goes hard still. But there's also new stuff that
Yeah.
very much carries that same vibe. So like, it's always fun. Like I found some cool new shit, even though Spotify kind of sucks with like, you know, recommending new stuff because it's just like, what are you doing? Like I do not listen to this Foster the People, this all this. This is not me.
Oh, yeah,
but sometimes there's little gems in there. Like if you're driving and you can't really like switch that shit. Sometimes you find some shit that you favorite and then you go back and then like maybe send you alerts like if this band's like going on tour, dropped a new album. So sometimes they're worth it. But
Interesting.
For the most part, it's just like, so that's how I get all my shit.
All I remember from Foster the People was Eric Badur's Twitter profile used to say bassist for Foster the People.
So good. People really believed he was.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I mean, right?
It's a brilliant one.
That's
great.
fucking awesome.
That's
amazing.
A guy I was in a band with used to, when he was in a strip club, would say he was in Sum 41.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Who knows?
Yeah,
no one
like...
knows what the other people look like in the band except for Derek,
Yeah.
the front man.
Right?
Exactly.
He was the bassist for Sum 41, or the drummer or something, you know?
Something, yeah. Something people don't know.
Oh, God.
There was an elevator that takes
That's
me back
so
up.
fucking good.
Yeah, I don't remember where.
Where is
You
it?
look so
Fucking
tiny
cool, though.
compared to that big-ass robot.
I know, now I'm a little baby.
To
Little
baby
robot,
robot.
little
There it
nanobot.
is. I
There
think
it
that's
is.
the other
Yeah, it
elevator.
is.
Chibi robot.
Well, thank you, Kristen, for your call.
Yeah, it's great
Thanks
to
for
hear from
having
you.
me, guys.
Yeah.
Always
I
a
always
pleasure.
love calling in and talking.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got some new music recommendations.
Yes, as always, I'll bring something fun. But can I get one thing from y'all before I go?
Of course.
Yeah.
Can I vote for a wheel spin?
Oh, that's the
here
second
we
one.
go.
It's time.
Oh my god.
All right. Show feet.
Okay, you're locked in, Kristen.
Show feet.
No, Brian, we're not showing feet anymore on the show. Remember we got talked to by management?
Feet.
All right, Lazy Boy Lounge.
Management can suck my ruby red.
Hot Dog Jones is here.
My mic got cut.
What?
Just kidding. All right. Show feet.
Locked in.
Ooh, meow.
Personal Channel Classic. We love to see it. All right, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen.
Hell
Do you
yes.
have a Personal Channel Classic from either Brian and I,
Actually,
or
yes.
could be Rocco or Sean? What if we
Any
watch one of
personal
Sean's personal
Any personal
channel?
channel classic.
Okay, personal channel videos. This is great because
Sure.
I did have to do a deep dive for that thing that I'm making. So I actually have quite a few of them saved. And let's see.
Oh yeah, if you got
There
a link, drop it in the
is-
chat. Actually,
That would be beneficial.
Let's see.
you gotta pick one.
I know. Let's see. Favorite. I mean, we love Parkour Accident.
Parkour Accident's a great one. I'm with you there. I backed that one up. It's short but sweet.
Let's see. I don't know. I could leave it up to y'all. There's so many to pick from. I have a few favorites. Actually, wait. We'll do a Sean one. How about that?
Okay, pick a Sean one. We'll tide everyone over with, you mentioned it. We sure love it here. It's one of my all-time highest viewed, coming in at 158,000.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm so fucking happy.
Hit it.
That's a lot of views, baby. Here we go. Parkour
I got one.
fail.
Wait, I'm going to drop a link. I don't know
Hey,
where to
this
drop the
Garrett,
link,
this is
but I can
longest
drop
yard.
one more link for my Sean favorite.
Turn it off.
I love the stretch. The stretch is the best part.
Sorry, it's called Parkour Accident, not Parkour Fail. That was filmed in like a school parking lot on a weekend while I was out filming with Frank and Craig Gleason.
Oh,
in
nice.
Tustin.
Wow.
Nice.
So what's the Sean Yosemite Land?
There's two, but there's Garrett is Jonathan Davis, and then there's Olympic Dreams.
Okay, two Sean Yosemite Land ones.
Either one,
cannot-
either one. Pick either one.
Can you pronounce? Can you? Let me just do that.
Oops.
Yosemite Landslide came up, and I can just
There you go.
spell correctly while I'm reaching across. Hey, there it works. So the first one on Sean's page is called what?
It's me.
You could do Garrett is Jonathan Davis, or I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and
Garrett
then
is a
there's-
cheater. Garrett is Jonathan Davis. Hey, Garrett, your video was so damn dumb.
Garrett is Jonathan.
Garrett finally watches Two Girls, One Cup. Scaring Garrett. How Garrett walked into work today. He's got a lot of videos about me. I'm Garrett
He
Hunter.
does.
Look how Garrett parked. Garrett blowing things. Happy birthday,
Oh
Garrett.
god, it's so funny. And then like the whole stop snitching, the no talking smack, spitting bull, that
Garrett
whole
ruined
thing.
In and Out. Okay, so this is a 24-second video entitled Garrett is Jonathan Davis.
It's just a fun little clip.
Thank you so much for calling in and spinning
Thank
the
you for
wheel with us,
having
Kristen.
me.
Yeah, we will take your final video off air.
I love it.
Stick around, watch the show. Thanks, homie.
Take care, Kristen.
Okay. Here it is.
When dreams come true, guys.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Doesn't get any better than that. Dreams do come true.
That's right, on the Mingaboo.
Can we do a little plug
Yes.
for Mega 64, baby? We're here on the Twitter. You can follow us at Mega 64. That's the place to do it. You're going to want to follow us for all the details.
Look at it. See it. Follow.
Gamer Wars is coming back, Brian.
The complete saga on Blu-ray.
You wanted it. You get it.
For the first time ever.
Probably one of our most rare DVDs, now getting the Blu-ray treatment it finally deserves.
Done. I gotta make this right. I gotta make this right. I've screwed up time. I've screwed up the whole
over to shop.
time continuum thing. I gotta
Mega64.com.
make this right. I gotta go back into my
Available September
future and
17th. Brian.
Whoa, that's next week.
That's next week.
It's not a game anymore!
You remember, you love it. Also,
Sure do.
newly announced 64X sponsor Giuseppe's has been gracious enough to fund this year's show.
Look at that.
100%, guys. We are back thanks to Giuseppe's Caffeinated Pizza Rolls. Join us Sunday, September 29th. It's on a Sunday, Brian.
Sunday!
We haven't done 64X on a Sunday before, but we're doing it this year. September 29th.
Day after my wedding.
I will excuse you because I know you're going to be probably tied up.
Oh.
It's after the wedding night.
Somebody's going to be tied up.
Oh, come on, bro.
Hey!
I'm getting horny now.
Jesus Christ. We had a good time out at PAX. We talked about that. We want to tell you to go over to shop.mega64.com.
Love it.
We want to have you pick up all the new merchandise.
Patreon.
We have the Patreon. We have Mega 64 on Patreon. We also have poor little Dougie. Meg's dog needs some surgery. Also a friend of ours, Ian, who composed many tracks for Mega 64. His mom's in the hospital if you can help out. We're coming to you every Friday now with the podcast. For 64 hours, it might still be up, it might already be down, but Dickie Peeper and Mr. Galuber's Magic Gaduber are still in store. I'm telling you right now, shop.mega64.com.
Hit that store.
Hit that store, baby.
You gotta
All right,
get
cut
that
it.
store.
I
Cut
said, cut it!
Cut that shit. Cut my music. Cut my music.
That's the best thing to say as a wrestler when you come out.
Yeah.
Cut my music, cut my music.
Because
you got something so important, you don't even need to finish hearing your theme song. That's
that shit.
That's a champion. All right. Now, this is a big mission. A lot of little unlockables along the way for my little tiny boy here.
Damn.
I've been having good luck going up this left side or whatever. Wow, really kind of overshot there. Shit. Okay. Here we go.
Good. Elevator.
Although
Elevator
one of the targets is right down here.
Elevator go down.
Let me hit it while I'm here. Can I get low enough to fucking engage?
No.
Oh, I can. We're doing damage.
Destroyed. 3 to go.
Can I reach?
Nah, I think he
perfect.
The launch pad McQuack.
No, but can I reach it
Oh,
from where I was? And the answer is yes. Now there's these 2 on the sides and 1 on top. Whoa, where the fuck did you guys come from? All right. These 2 on the sides are a real pain in my ass. Because usually I fall off the mech again just trying to get over to the side to reach him.
Yeah.
But
I think if you hover here and go
I think
out.
if I hover here, it's best.
Sure.
Come out, charge up, swipe it. 1 slash ought to do it, and I have enough to get around to the other side. Oh, it didn't go down. 1 slash was not enough. Okay, recharged. 2nd slash. Got you, sucker. Okay, nice and slow, nice and slow.
Watch out.
We're gonna come up. We're gonna blast across the whole front of this.
Oh, there's one you just passed.
Yep, but we're gonna come back for it. We're
I see.
gonna go down to the spot where I can rest. Sure. Where's the next target? It's right here. Okay, recharge the hover juice. Give it a slash. Give it a 2nd slash at the same time that time. Okay, it's just the one on top now, Bubba. Oh, fuck! What was that all about? I hit the goddamn sound
Great.
effect.
That is great.
Okay. I like when Django Fett calls his son that. No, Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
Oh yeah.
There's like that one part in episode 2. Hey, get out of the way, Jack. You don't want to absorb all that phantom radiation. That's
Phantom
no fun.
menace.
Slice it. Okay, is the shield down? Hell yeah, let's get him. Let's get her, boys. Are you ready, girls?
Dun, 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 dun.
They should put that game. They should put that song in this game, I mean. Like, I don't know, you have to fight like the last boss. That kicks in. The needle drop on that.
Yeah, dude.
Dun, 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 dun. The striker. Oh, he's aiming it right at me. I got your iris right here. Sorry, I can't do that, Dave. Shut up.
You want? I got your iris right fucking.
Shut up, Dave.
Shut up.
Oh,
Swipe
Hal.
at him.
Swipe you, Hal.
Oh yeah.
He's done so. Little rockets to the iris. Little corneoplasty for you here. Gonna give you a little LASIK, bud. Alright. We got it. We learned how to dodge like every FromSoft game. The dodge here is important.
Dodge, roll bounce.
The Roll Bounce soundtrack is pretty good. You ever see that movie, Roll Bounce?
No.
It's about
Well,
roller
I
derby.
think maybe, but I don't remember it.
Such a lovely day.
I remember Drumline. That was a good movie. Nick Cannon.
I remember Edward James Almost. We remember him. Oh shit, am I supposed to like get out of here?
I don't know. No idea what you're supposed to be doing.
Let's get the fuck out! It's got a red. Damn, skin of my teeth, Brian.
Look at that. Good job, 261.
Good job. I don't even have a name. I am.
Bitch.
I have a number.
I am not a number.
I am a free man. Superhero landing. Boom. We made 215 comb. Our comb is being raked. We're combing it in.
Oh yeah,
to
dude.
put it lightly.
All the commies.
And that brings us just about to the end of the show.
Oh shit.
We've spun
Just
the
like
wheel.
that.
Our handler, Walter, has paid out. We've upgraded the mech. What else is left, Brian? Not much. Join us again
Come back next week.
Next week we'll be here with more lovely gaming.
Hey, yeah.
You know, I talked to someone. I was getting some fast food. They were like, How's your night going? What do you got? Any plans? You know, they always make small talk now.
Yeah.
Just to confuse you when you're trying to count your change out and pay. Hey, you got any plans? It's like, oh, fuck. But you know what I said? I was like, fuck it. I went for it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go do some game streaming at work. I'm gonna go do some streaming on Twitch.
Oh.
You know, half the time I don't even say that because they go, oh, what's Twitch or what? You know what she said? She replied, well, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bunch of fun. Oh, that's going to be great.
You're following right now.
That sounds like a blast. I
Fast
wonder if
food
she's
worker.
a fan. She might have been a Mega 64 tonight. A Mega 64-er. We haven't used that one yet.
Mega 64er, I like that.
You could be you know, a Mega 64ian.
Oh, wait, that's not Foreigner. That's the police.
Foreigner's like, don't stop. No, that's Journey. Fuck. What's Foreigner saying? Siri. Hey Siri, what's a popular Foreigner song?
At your service. I think I'll enjoy doing business with you.
To be a jukebox hero, got stars in his eyes. To be a jukebox hero.
That's all I
know. Tonight.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Hey now.
It's different than that deaf, dumb, and blind kid. Sure plays a mean pinball.
Oh, that's the Who.
It's another song about pinball. How much?
Jukebox is not the same thing as a pinball.
No, dude, it's the same thing. Good night, folks.
For God's sakes. Good night, everyone.
Oh, jukebox!